It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show. So start your morning. Kevin is the host. And his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast. So don't get her pissed. Jason talks like a spaz. And he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Alrighty, hello and welcome to the KVJ Show. How you doing today, Virginia?
Good morning.
What is going on?
Welcome to Monday. I don't know if you noticed, but it was a full moon out there, so
Oh no.
be careful.
Oh no. How's your daughter doing?
I don't know. I was tempted to call her at 4:50 a.m., but then I was like, well, she's probably sleeping.
Okay.
Regular people are sleeping.
Right. So you did not bother her then?
I didn't. I will text message her after the sun comes up and say, just be careful. Even though the sun is up, the full moon is still out there, and you know you have FMS, full moon sensitivity.
Full moon sensitivity, yes. Has she had any episodes over the last couple of full moons? I know that, we've had that before, but...
Well, Kevin, let me just tell you, it's hard to tell because she's always having an episode.
Well, then how can you ever correlate that maybe it's just that she's unfortunately got a disaster-prone life?
Well, she's a 20-year-old female that's all over the place.
Yeah.
So her and her friends are episode heavy.
Okay, so even when it's not a full moon, so it might just be them. It may not have anything to do with the moon. The moon's like, hey, what did I do?
The moon's like, don't you put this on me.
Right. This ain't my fault.
You've got a 20-year-old hormonal girl.
Right.
This ain't me.
Yeah.
I'm just mooning over here.
You got your own thing. Yeah, you said that your daughter's planning some kind of grand vacation. She wants to go off with some friends.
Oh, Kevin.
To a remote part of the world.
I've learned that when she throws some wild, curvy balls at me, that I have to just listen, don't react.
Yeah.
Encourage her to think it through.
Okay.
Offer her, help and ask questions, but don't shoot things down because dumb ideas, if she continues to flush them out, she will eventually get to her own conclusion that it's a dumb idea.
Okay.
And I don't have to tell her that, but it seems like it takes her about a week to get there.
Okay.
And in that initial conversation, if I just keep my mouth shut about, not saying it's dumb, just going, oh, well, did you think about this? And, oh, what are you going to do about this? And, oh, no, it sounds great, but what about this?
So what is this big idea that she wants to do?
Well, she wants to take a trip that begins in April. We're in March.
Okay.
It's a trip to Bali and Thailand.
Oh, wow.
So a month out, we're planning a 2-week almost trip. I'm like, wait, hit the brakes. I've never been to Bali or Thailand. I wouldn't even know how to tell somebody to start this adventure.
Right, yeah. It's a little bit more adventurous than your typical
Kevin
type of adventure.
What?
I did talk to somebody not too long ago that had done that. Had gone to Thailand, not much older than your daughter, and had an amazing time. This dude, but it sounded like he kind of knew his ins and outs and where he was going and did okay. Like he had the research down and he was familiarized with where he needed to go. And, even still, he was learning a lot because, you're still, even if you read all this kind of stuff, you're going to learn things in the moment. You got to be ready to adapt. You got to be that kind of person.
So she's got these 2 little sweet sorority sisters that she's friends with.
Yeah.
One of them has been before. And so this one thinks that she is the tour guide.
Who did she go with? Before?
Her parents.
Okay, yeah.
The parents had taken them before. And so I was like, well, what scares me a little is that, you're 3 20-year-old girls or 4, maybe they're trying to add another girl.
Yeah.
There's 4 20-year-old girls that have never done it without a parent. It's different.
Yeah.
I know, because I was a 20-year-old girl once.
Yeah.
When you have mom and dad there protecting you, there's a layer of protection you don't even see.
Oh, absolutely.
Mama's watching out the corner of her eye.
Well, Mama's not the only one that's watching. There are other people that are watching.
I know.
Yeah. Got to sit Mags down, have her watch the movie Taken.
Exactly, Kevin.
Yeah.
I don't have a certain set of skills.
Right.
I don't know how to get to Thailand.
Yeah.
I do love Thai food, though.
Okay. So when is this trip happening?
This trip is not happening in about 50 days.
Okay, is this spring break stuff?
This is actually after spring break.
Oh, so it's second spring break?
It's right at the beginning of their summer.
Oh.
So they start their summer a little bit earlier than like the public school kids.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. I have heard that it's lovely country, and I have heard that you can do it relatively affordable.
Yes, once you get over there, it's cheap, but the airfare is not cheap.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Did you get the money for the airfare?
No.
Okay, well.
You're looking at the money for the airfare.
There you go. Yeah.
You're looking at
money.
Oh, Mom, you're not going to pay for my airfare? I'm barely holding the household together over here. And now I got to pay for Thailand?
So did this idea happen during a full moon?
It did. This weekend,
okay.
yes.
All right, there you go. All right, she's got it. Full moon sensitivity.
Something is wrong. Max is a mess. There's a full moon out. She has FMS. You can't run. You can't hide. Full moon sensitivity will make Max cry. You better beware. You better be scared. Full moon sensitivity poisons the air. The werewolves were right as they howl in the night. Full moon sensitivity will ruin your life. Full moon sensitivity will ruin your life. FMS.
So how much longer do you have to weather this full moon to get out of the crazy season with your daughter?
I don't know. I looked up there this morning driving to work. That thing looks full still.
Okay.
Maybe when we get into like Tuesday, this crazy Thailand idea will die down a little bit.
Okay. All right. Just with the seasons, huh?
I'll keep you posted. You'll be able to tell by the gray hair that just starts sprouting from my forehead area.
That quick, huh?
Oh, it's so quick.
You seem like you're pretty good on getting your roots, though.
I have to go every 10 days.
Okay.
Because of FMS.
Right.
Full moon sensitivity.
Those gaps are getting closer.
Oh, so much gap over here, Kevin.
Well, Jbird is not with us here today, and I think maybe for the first time ever we can say that we're actually kind of happy that he's not here today.
Yes, normally we'd be sad and missing him, but he is doing something that he has been needing now for over a year.
Mm-hmm. And it was on the after the show at the end of last week that we had seen that Jbird got his blood results back, and they had to all come back clean for him to get his hip replacement surgery
well,
today.
Not clean, but
clean enough.
Not ill, not elevated weird blood cells. I mean, he probably doesn't have a clean blood test or urine test.
What kind of bar did he have to clear?
Just regular, like no infection, no illness, no major, cancer in his blood.
Right.
I mean, it's not clean.
Okay.
But it's free of infection.
I guess clear maybe is the right thing.
Yeah.
He's cleared to do his procedure today.
They didn't test for any drugs.
Oh, they did not? Oh,
No,
okay.
no.
Okay. That's not a prerequisite.
No.
You'd be hopped up on whatever you want.
Yes.
It is interesting. I was talking to somebody over the weekend, and they were talking about when you get anesthesia, the anesthesiologist can tell if you have ever done any drugs, I guess, in your life.
Really?
Because of how quickly you go out. They say the way you go out, they can kind of tell that somebody who goes out really quick, that is somebody that's not done drugs. And I guess people that do drugs regularly, at least it's harder to put them under, and they can kind of tell. They're like, oh, okay, we got somebody that's doing a lot of stuff.
We got a hardcore one.
Yeah, I don't know if that's legit or not. Somebody's an anesthesiologist. You can let me know, because I'm kind of curious. Like, what is is that a myth?
Yeah, well, maybe if you do like painkillers or you do like Valium or all that kind of stuff, Xanax all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe you build up a tolerance to those sorts of medicines, and maybe the anesthesia hits you the same way as like a Xanax or a Valium.
Well, I mean, a lot of times it's receptors, right?
I
that you have in your
guess.
body that picks that kind of stuff up. And so that's the kind of stuff that puts you out. So maybe if your receptors are used to seeing it, then it needs a little bit more, like you build up a tolerance.
He don't do any of that, though. He don't do the pills and all that.
Yeah, right. Exactly. I'm not saying he does.
He probably went out like a light.
Yeah. Well, when he goes out. Now, I think based on the schedule we're looking at, probably about 7 a.m. Have you ever heard anything like that, Denny's, about the anesthesiologist?
I have. Yeah, I heard if you're a heavy drinker, too, it's harder to knock you out.
Huh.
They have to use just slightly more.
Wow. So for Virginia, they got to bring out a mallet.
I've just always heard that.
I remember, I've been under a lot. And usually they go, okay, we need you to start counting backwards from 10. And I'll be like, 10.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even remember getting to 8.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, last time I did it, I think it was 9, 8. And next thing you know, you wake up. Wow. You're just up.
It's crazy. Yeah, so Jbird got his blood work late last week and got to check it. And there's a video we posted up on KVJ socials as he revealed the good news.
Okay, I got my blood results in.
Yes.
That means if they say I can do it, I'm good to go for my surgery.
Oh, my
If
gosh.
not, I have to postpone it.
You just got the email now?
Yeah. He is good to go, and I submitted the complete FML forms this morning.
Oh, yes!
That means I'm healthy enough to get an operation.
Yay!
I'm not dying.
Yay!
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, you can hear the joy in his voice.
Yes, that's a man that knows that the pain journey is almost over.
Yeah, I have talked to so many people who've done the hip replacement surgery, and so many people, it's amazing how easy, because it seems like it's very complex. I mean, they're replacing a hip and what they have to go in and do, but Denny's was saying maybe 90 minutes and then he'll be out today.
It's not your mama's hip replacement from 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
They really have had amazing innovation. And my girlfriend had it, and she's younger than Jbird. You know her.
Mm-hmm.
She was a acrobat in the circus.
Okay.
So this gorgeous hooker was all kind of contorting her body for years and years. And the damage that it did to her hip, she had to have a hip replacement. She was only out for like a week and a half. And then I saw her like a week and a half after she had her surgery, and she was up and walking. Now she had a little tiny limp, but then within 2 weeks, she was back to normal.
Really?
Yeah, it's amazing what they do now.
Yeah, that's what they're really kind of saying. Hopefully, within a couple weeks that Bird will be back in circulation. So, we'll see. You got to play it by ear, and hopefully he's on the better side of these stories that you hear and how he recovers. But he's just been going through so much pain for such a long time. It feels like it's at least over a year, maybe a year and a half, that he's just been making just all over the place, and just seeing him sitting over there in an uncomfortable position. And, I don't think he's been comfortable in a very long time.
I make those noises for about a week, and then I'm doing the surgery.
Okay.
There's no way I could do a year of making those noises.
Yeah.
I would be in there, put me under, let's go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so as we get any kind of updates, we'll let you know. It sounds like Bird is at the hospital now. Yesterday, it sounded like he thought he'd be under the knife by 7. Denny thinks maybe 7:30 at the latest. And if it's an hour and a half, maybe even before we get out here today at 10 a.m., we can have an update and make sure everything went okay. But
I love it.
I expect nothing but greatness. And it's just all about the recovery after that.
Yeah.
So he'll be chilling. And as soon as we can, we'll get him back on the show. We won't give him enough time, probably all this week. I would imagine he'll just be chilling and just kind of getting comfortable with it. And then, maybe next week if he's feeling up to it. We have a system where he can be on with video and audio, and you'd hopefully not even notice that he's not in the studio with us.
Thanks, COVID.
Yeah, exactly.
We have the system in place.
Mm-hmm. Kind of interesting to see just how the anesthesiologists and what they have to know about different patients. Kimberly had said that they had to give me extra pain and sedation medication. I'm a natural redhead, and apparently that's a thing.
That is a thing. Redheads are definitely harder to pain manage. I've heard that so many times, and I got a friend who's a redhead, and she vouches for it. Isn't that weird?
It is weird. And Ozark Sherry says, I'm married to an anesthesiologist, and yes, he knows if you've been bad or good. Huh. That's crazy. It's eye-opening.
Hey, that's fine. Give me a little extra juice, big boy.
There you go.
Let's go.
We had a very active weekend. A lot of stuff was going on, but it does this time of year in South Florida. My wife had a birthday on Thursday, and she wanted to go to the Cognizant Classic. She loves doing that, and we went out there a little bit on Thursday and even checked out a bit on Friday.
I just saw your video you made. Look at you.
Yep.
So sporty.
Oh, yeah, so sporty. Yeah, had some fun. I got to tell you, it was very quiet out there. That was the one thing I was kind of wondering. Right before COVID hit, when it was the Honda Classic, they really kind of had that place raging. They had the Bear Trap, which people were in there dancing and partying, getting all kind of rowdy, and that was considered to be one of the most rowdy holes on the whole PGA Tour.
Well, that's where me and Jbird really turned it up.
Oh, yeah.
We were doing shots of Grand Marnier for some reason. Don't know why. That's a terrible idea. And then we were like dancing around and talking to all these different girls up there, and we kept getting like shushed. Those guys with those paddles would hold them up, and they're like, I said shush. Like, well, don't put the hole next to a giant raging bar.
Yeah, those guys don't play. Yeah, they're not amused by any of that kind of stuff.
I offered them a shot. They also did not want one.
Okay, yeah. There's no drink. It's all golf.
All business.
Yeah, and so what I would say the Cognizant is now, they've carved away the partiers. You do not have that element.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
It is pure golf. And that is it. So I think the golf enthusiasts probably love it. The partiers are like, yeah, not really my scene. So if you do love the golf, that's what you have. But they've taken away. The Bear Trap is still there, but it doesn't have the same kind of vibe. It's not the same energy. Remember they had that Champagne Lounge?
Yeah, Moet sponsored it.
That's gone.
Gone?
Gone. Wow. Yeah, they don't have that. And then remember the one tent that they had the stage where they had bands playing and they had bars up there? That's gone. Yeah, so those were, I think all those things, and then it kind of routed you into the I-bar inside. And so those 4 points, if you ever went out to the Honda Classic, people would bounce between all those, and they would you could find a party that was raging at any time at all 4 of those spots. And like I said, they're all pretty much gone, and the Bear Trap, which is still there, is not like it was.
If you're looking, though, for a fantastic cocktail, that new lobby bar that's totally redesigned is pretty fabulous.
It is.
Also, Sushi by Boo downstairs, very fabulous.
Yeah, and that'll be going on now, even though the Cognizant is over.
Honeybell, that's lovely.
Yeah, everything at PGA is great. The golf tournament itself, it'll be interesting to see how it does. I was sitting next to one dude who's a golf enthusiast, and he seemed pretty convinced it's going away after this year. Like this was the last year for it.
Really?
And I said, why is that? He said, well, he knows a lot more about golf and PGA than I do.
Look at you getting the scoop.
Yeah, well, bar conversations.
Oh, I do. I've learned many a thing in a bar.
And he was just saying that it looks like the PGA is probably going to cut 6 of its lower performing tournaments next year, and the Cognizant might be one. Now, it is already in kind of a weird spot in the PGA calendar. That's why a lot of people take off, because he was explaining to me that all the tournaments they have coming up, you'll want to play in. And he said, so it'd almost be 8 weeks that they wouldn't be able to see their family. So they take the Cognizant week, and that's why you didn't really have... You had Brooks Koepka, you had Shane Lowry, who was in there until the end yesterday and then kind of fell apart. And
maybe all the local guys are like, yeah, it's at our house, so we'll totally play.
They didn't.
They didn't?
No. You didn't have your Rory McIlroys. You didn't have any of those guys.
Rory was on TGL.
Yeah, he did that instead. So,
with Tiger.
Right. Yeah, they had that. You were saying that Travis Kelce was there last night?
Yeah, Jason Kelce.
Oh, it was Jason.
His
okay,
brother.
not Travis. Okay.
Did I write the wrong one?
I don't know.
Sorry. Yeah, no, it was the one not marrying Taylor Swift.
Jason. Okay, yeah. Okay, so Jason Kelce.
Yeah. But
all right.
if I have to actually have a Kelce brother, if I'm partying, I want Jason Kelce. He was up there on the thing, and they were doing like the golf commentary, and the commentator that he was up there with was like, "Hey, I've heard about your party prowess. You can have a beer when you're up here if you want." He's like, "Really?" And he got up and left to go get a beer, like mid talking.
Yeah,
he's like, "I can have a beer." Oh, okay, I'll be right back.
Yeah, unless Travis has Taylor Swift with him, then Jason Kelce, I think, is the more animated, playful draw.
Totally.
Yeah, and so he was there. You're right. It was him last night for TGL. Tiger Woods, Rory McIlroy, they were playing there. And they've only got a couple more matches left. So if you want to go, they've got one on St. Patrick's Day. That's the semifinals, and then the finals are the 23rd and 24th. So they're already to that. So that season's almost already over.
It's a super cool arena built for television and built for fun and excitement. Like, it's a vibe. I would definitely go. The bars are on point. My girlfriend was a bartender under there last year, and she was in charge of the VIP section.
Okay.
So whenever like your big name athletes or your political dignitaries would roll through, they would sit in her section. Like,
oh yeah,
she waited on a lot of them.
They've had a lot. It's impressive. Everybody's been out there from Serena Williams to the governor to NFL quarterbacks.
It's a cool thing that they built. And depending on who's playing, there's a sliding scale of how expensive the tickets are.
Okay.
I imagine last night was probably expensive with Tiger there in his red shirt.
Sure.
His whole team's wearing the red shirts.
Right. Yeah, Jupiter Links.
Yeah. The Jupiter was battling Boston as I was just dozing off. I don't know how it ended, but it was fun.
Yeah, I mean, that's really, if you want to see big name golfers, TGL is going to be the place, not Cognizant.
Dang.
Yeah, it's kind of where it is right now. And I was kind of looking at the Cognizant too. Like the winner there gets, I think, like 1.7 million. If you play the Masters, you get, I think, 4.1.
Wow.
So it's more than double. And so that's part of the reason is how much money you can win. So that brings out the bigger names. So, we'll see. And it would be nice. Really, Palm Beach County, that's what's crazy to me. Palm Beach County, just how big we are with golf and how many amazing courses that we have. And PGA is one of those that we don't have a premier tournament. And I felt like the Honda was building some steam, but it's slowed down at least a bit as far as like local people go. Like I said, they were talking about the numbers and who was in the field, and it's not as good as it's been.
They don't want the Virginias and the Jbirds there doing shots of Grand Marnier. They want it to be about golf, and that's their right.
Right.
But just don't expect people to want to be out there partying if you remove the party part.
But you still want to get big name golfers, and they really were kind of lacking that field this year. Now, Jack Nicklaus, they asked him, and he said he doesn't think that they will eliminate the Cognizant Classic.
Okay.
So
Jack knows a thing or two.
But he did admit he doesn't know a thing or two when it comes to this. He's not talked to anybody. He's not heard anything. It's just his own gut feeling. So he's very clear on that. He's like, I don't know anything. He's like, I don't think they would. But yeah, so who knows? Do you believe Jack Nicklaus or a guy I sat to at the bar at Birdie's?
Dang, that's a tough one.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Jack who admits he doesn't know.
Yeah.
Or a guy sitting at the bar that says he knows everything.
Right, exactly.
Who knows more?
Who has more confidence? I guess next year we'll find out.
Only time will tell.
Is it the greatest golfer of all time, or is it the guy I sat next to at the bar?
I'm going with Jack, but that's just me.
I would hedge on that. Boy, another moment. The good stuff was the Cognizant. That was a lot of fun. The bad stuff, man, we went out there, and with Jbird kind of down, we just did an impromptu first pitch at Roger Dean Stadium on Saturday. Thanks to all the KVJ Nationers that came out. They really took care of our whole crew. We had a great section. We were in the shade, which that is the way to be.
Oh, yes.
If you got a sunny, hot day. And so we were up there, but we got to throw out the first pitch.
You did. You were the athlete.
Yeah, I wasn't mentally prepared. I was not in the zone.
Did you practice?
I did not practice. I have not thrown a baseball in a long period of time. But I'm like, how hard can it be? I've thrown out first pitches, but it's been a while. And I got up there. I don't think I was focused. I was not locked in. It was horrendous. It was embarrassing. I cannot believe what I delivered on that. And I need to apologize to anybody who's at that game.
You said the kiss of death. How hard can it be?
You're right. Yeah, I did. And I thought, too, I was talking to a buddy of mine. I'm like, well, I could either just stand in front of the mound or I could go all the way up to the rubber. And he's like, dude, you got to go big or go home.
Right. You can't stand where the girls or the little kids throw it.
Yeah.
You got to get on the mound like you're a pitcher. Let's go, Ralston.
And then the other problem, too, is like some 9-year-old got up there and he zinged it from right in front of the mound. And the kid was like he got in my head.
He was literally half your height.
Yeah.
And he was really nailing it.
He nailed it. He was a superstar. I was completely embarrassing. So we have got another game coming up at Roger Dean Stadium with some KVJ Nationers. That is going to be on the 20th, a Friday night game. That's going to be a lot of fun as the Marlin's going to be back out there. So I don't know, maybe some redemption. That's what I need to go for. And if you've not seen that first pitch yet, you can watch it right now on YouTube. Denny's threw it up there.
You need to watch it. And all of us collectively need to hold you accountable for making the show look bad.
Yeah, no, you should. And there were some like you could tell people were just disappointed. The whole crowd just kind of, they're kind of like, oh man, they're half angry. They were just half sympathetic.
Mostly just disappointed.
Yes, mainly a lot of that stuff. So it was not a good showing. So I apologize to absolutely everybody because I completely tanked it out there on Saturday. So redemption's coming on the 20th, and I believe you've recruited a former Major League Baseball star.
Yes, we've got an MLB player that I'm friends with that's going to come in here and coach you, help you.
Right.
He heard about the embarrassment.
Well, I mean, I think a lot of people in the baseball community are talking about it, going, oh, man, that dude's terrible. Looks like he's never thrown a ball before in his life. Yeah, it was gone. There's no excuses for it.
The kid, half your size, got out there and made you look stupid.
Schooled me. Whoever you are, kid, that was a great throw. He looked absolutely great. I looked absolutely terrible. Probably the only sports hero in my family was my daughter, Caitlin. She ran in the Treasure Coast Marathon over the weekend.
Good for her.
Yeah, and finished it.
Nice.
24.2 miles, which is absolutely unbelievable.
That's a beast.
Yeah, she said she's one and done. I don't know if she's going to take on another marathon. She might do a half, but still, even then.
I did 2 halves, and I could not have done a whole. There's no way I could have done the whole thing together.
Yeah.
At the half, I was gassed.
Right. Yeah, her friend ran the half, and she's like, when I finished, she's like, I thought about you. Like, it'd be like starting all over again. She's
starting the whole thing over.
Yeah, my daughter was crying. I mean, it was just, I don't know what these long distance runners, I don't know where, but yeah, it seems agonizing, terrible.
Oh.
Just an awful thing, but she did that. It was great to see a lot of KVJ Nationers up there.
Nice.
Yeah, what a beautiful town, too. Stewart is great.
Stewart is charming.
It really is.
That downtown is walkable with so many shops and restaurants, and really it is quaint.
It is. It's amazing. And honestly, I applaud them because I think there are a lot of people in the community there that are really pushing back against development. And there's not many towns from Port St. Lucie down that I go to that doesn't feel like it's just changing and it's bustling and it's crazy. And going into Stewart was really refreshing because I'm like, wow, I'm still in South Florida and it doesn't feel like a megapolis with terrible traffic.
Enjoy it.
Yeah, and honestly, keep up the fight, too. I think it'd be nice to have a pocket of, a nice small town feel. And Stewart has that. Very charming town, so I had a great time there. So she did great. They know it's better, but they just can't figure out how to do it in South Florida. Now, kids that are developing at a certain age, especially like high school kids, they found that it's better if they wake up a little bit later, their brains get going. And so sometimes when you cram them into a classroom and try to get them to learn early, it's just not really working out. And so they talked about doing these staggering times, but then with bus routes and kids are doing extracurricular activities or have jobs or anything like that, they say this is going to make everything a nightmare.
I believe in listening to the pediatricians, and they say to let kids sleep in a little bit more because their brains need it.
Mm-hmm. Now, apparently in Switzerland, secondary schools there have figured out a flexible start time that seems to be working, doing everything you want. It says 95% of students chose later schedules, as you can imagine, because not many kids are like going, yes, can't wait to wake up early. They said they were sleeping 45 minutes longer on school nights and achieving significantly higher standardized test scores in math and English as a result.
It's real. It's so real.
Now, they say under this new system, students could select noon or afternoon slots for required electives instead of morning classes. So the median start times, instead of being 7:40 a.m., moved to 8:18 a.m.
Love it.
So they got 40 minutes later, which, means their bedtime stayed unchanged, but still it means that they got to sleep in and they got that necessary brain development that they do, because that's what they're finding. The kids are so tired, they're not retaining the information that they're learning. They say the health improvements included fewer sleep problems and reduced clinically low quality of life scores. And they say no negative outcomes came from this at all. And the students completed the same number of classes as before. Now, apparently what the approach does, it sidesteps traditional barriers like bus routes and sports schedules, since only elective portions move while core structure remains intact. So it sounds like, you ever notice when your kids are in high school, they have the basic that they have to do, but then they kind of slide in these other electives or more personal interest type classes?
Yeah.
The basics would go in the morning as usual, and then the things that are flexible go a little bit more in the afternoon. And apparently they're able to work it out. Now, I would love to see American educators go over there and observe and say, okay, do they have the same kind of lifestyle that we do with the extracurriculars and bus routes, and how do they do it? But it sounds like it can be done. And that's the strategy that they've taken, and the results are impressive. So I think they know what they're talking about. We just got to figure it out.
I love it.
The last I'd heard with that, wasn't it kind of on pause, or do they have any? Because I think they really started looking at the particulars, and they said, we just don't know how this is going to work.
It was the bus schedules. It was that. They didn't want to have to spend the money to buy new buses.
Mm-hmm. If they can just figure out how to make it work. Because, people are already saying, my kids now get to start at 8:30 and they get to sleep until 7, and they love it, and they're thriving on it.
Rocco is right now trying to pick what middle school he's going to go to next year.
Okay.
And so these kids have options, and that is the first thing he's checking. Dad, what's the start time? He wants to go to the middle school with the latest start time possible.
Yeah, it is a big deal. And Jenna said, why not just have them go to bed earlier? And I think that's just where they're finding it's a struggle, that even if you take away all the screens and all the distractions, that kids they'll sit there and they'll dally for whatever reason.
You know how it is.
Yeah.
I did the same thing when I was their age. You want to stay up.
Right.
It's just how your brain operates when you're that age.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we'll see if they can get to it, but it is being done in other parts of the world, and it's getting the results that we hoped that it would get. Have you ever taken a flight with your pajamas on, Virginia? And do you like that level of comfort when you fly?
I would not. I mean, when we flew to Italy, it was like an overnight situation, and I wore like cozy clothes.
Yeah.
And I did sleep in them, but it wasn't like a full pajama. If I wanted to, I would maybe change on the plane into a full pajama. I don't know if I could ever walk through the terminal in a muumuu. I'm just not that kind of girl.
And it's just because of your pride?
Well, I just try to look good, feel good. Mm-hmm. The better I look, the better I feel. The better I feel, the better my experience. Like, I'm not trying to look frumpy and dumpy. I'm trying to have a cocktail and look classy.
I think a lot of people, they just want to be comfortable when they fly. And I'm somewhere in between. I wear comfortable, kind of like sweatpants or nicer pants, but they're the most comfortable pants I have whenever I'm flying. Because, if you're sitting there, I couldn't imagine flying in a suit.
I see people do it all the time.
I know.
Because they're running to a business meeting and they don't have an option.
Right. I would hate to have to fly. I think that'd be so uncomfortable.
There's got to be something in between the suit and the pajama.
Yeah.
Let's go there.
Well, apparently at Tampa International, you're going to have to find something in between, because they have declared war on what it called a full-blown fashion emergency unfolding at the gate. They announced late last week, we've seen enough, we've had enough. It is time to ban pajamas at Tampa International Airport.
Wow.
And they said, we're not messing around, because we have banned Crocs previously, and this is next on the list. They said it is an even larger crisis than the Crocs. Pajamas at the airport in the middle of the day.
I'm not going to wear pajamas to the airport, but I also would stop short telling somebody they can't. Like, this is a free country. We should be able to, if you want to wear pajamas to the airport and wear them on your flight, like, not everybody's on the same schedule. What if this person, works nights and now they have to catch a flight and they're hoping to sleep a little bit in the air? Like, why would you tell that person they can't be comfortable?
Yeah, I don't understand what their problem is with it. Maybe, I don't know why you care how other people look. I mean,
are they going to stop kids? I see a lot of parents flying with kids in pajamas just so the kid stays cozy and comfortable, and they're hoping the kid sleeps on the flight. Oh my gosh. Every parent prays for flight slumber.
I wouldn't think you would. But I guess there's just some people that think that people get a little too comfortable on planes. And there are some limitations to being comfortable on a plane. Have you seen the person that's kicking their foot up on somebody else's chair, or that person that has their hair dangling down in somebody else's seat?
With your gamey old toe.
Yeah.
Put your toe down, sir.
Well, keep your shoes on. Don't expose your feet. You really shouldn't. But I know Floridians will fly with flip-flops. I mean, is there any difference with that?
It's just different. When you have your bare foot out on somebody else's armrest, I think you've lost all sensibilities.
Yeah. Now, I asked, should pajamas on planes be banned? And 43% of people agree with Tampa International that they should.
Really?
43. I mean, it's almost a 50-50 type thing.
I am not going to do it. I'm not going to wear pajamas, but I support people's right to wear whatever they want to the airport.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I'm for it as well. I really can't believe I don't know that this would stick. In fact, the way that I'm seeing it right now is it's 60-40. 60% of people now say that they should not be banned. And so you're going to have a majority of the people fighting back who think that you should be allowed to wear pajamas. And look, as long as you're not indecent, who cares?
Right.
Let them wear whatever they want. Yeah, I think it's a bad move. Have you heard about this discount carrier Breeze Airways that is going to be adding 8 routes from Fort Lauderdale in early July to 14 destinations? They have got, in fact, I got a cousin in Jacksonville. He was very excited. So they're going to be doing daily for just $50 to Jacksonville, Tallahassee, $39, Tampa, $40. So, I mean, you can get some pretty cheap airfare to some southern cities, even going to Greenville, Spartanburg, South Carolina, $50 you're looking at. I mean, that's pretty good. And, you know, with Spirit, I know, trying to restructure and get themselves back in the game. Do you know anything about Breeze? Because I'd never heard of them before this announcement.
I think Breeze is maybe a little bit...
Do they have windows in the plane? Why do they call it Breeze?
It's you don't have an open air airplane. It's not that kind of breeze.
All right. I was going to say, my God.
Magnolia has flown Breeze.
Okay.
Because they're already operating. And, you know, I mean... It's a low-cost carrier. It is what you expect. Don't go on there looking for frills and fancy.
Yeah, look, I'm one of those people. I'm like, just get me to where I need to go safely, and I'm cool with it. I can deal with some discomfort.
It's an old plane, though. Just know that. The plane has ashtrays.
No way.
Yes.
Wow.
That's an old plane. They've refurbished them, of course, and they've made sure that they're like, you know, up to code.
Like I said, just get me there alive. That's it. That really is my only specification. And let me wear pajamas.
Oh, you're going to see pajamas on Breeze. You are definitely going to see pajamas on Breeze.
Half the people are not going to have pants on.
The pilot has on pajamas.
Welcome to Breeze Airways. Okay, well, that's going to be a big money saver for South Floridians. That's going to be starting in July.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away. Because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com. Well, the social media was blowing up over the weekend, and I fell into a rabbit hole of this. Did they get Jim Carrey and then replace him with an impersonator?
What?
Now, his appearance is definitely changed, but something that I thought was kind of interesting was in a lot of the video from the red carpet, it looked like his eye color had changed, which I've had lots of plastic surgery, y'all. I'll be upfront about all of it. I didn't think that a lot of people were changing their eye color. That's a new one for me.
That would have been something. Yeah, I mean, you have the color contacts, I guess maybe you could get and change it that way.
He had really dark eyes before. And then in this video from the red carpet, now, as long as nobody doctored it, his eyes appear to have turned like more of a light hazel. I looked at it, Kevin, I watched it like 10 times.
Yeah.
And the voice just sounds different.
Yeah.
And he accepted an award entirely in French.
That's impressive, if it were him.
I don't know what's going on here, y'all. Did they get Jim Carrey? He has been very outspoken. Now, he has talked a lot about how Hollywood is corrupt and filled with evil and horrible things. Did he have the details on a conspiracy before we knew it wasn't a conspiracy after all, that this is actually the truth, that Hollywood is corrupt, and he called it out one too many times and they got him?
Oh, no. Let's hope not. I did see it looked like it was somebody that they had set up with a prosthetic face on and all that. So I think it was a gimmick that Jim Carrey was in on, and they tried to see if they could fool people. And some people were like, what's going on? So, because, he had just made an appearance a couple days before, and he looked radically different.
Yes.
This can't be Jim Carrey. And
Well,
I don't think it was Jim Carrey.
The hair was different.
Yeah.
And some people are saying, Andy Kaufman loved to do this.
Right.
And he played Andy Kaufman in that movie, Man on the Moon or whatever.
Yep.
And he could be doing a bit on all of us. So there you go.
Yeah, I think it is a bit. Yeah.
I fell for it.
Yeah, I saw the video. They had like the prosthetic face and all that, and they're putting it on the guy and kind of made him up to be the Jim Carrey looking.
So Jim Carrey's not dead.
No, he's not dead. No, he's in on these pranks, and you're right. It's I think he's doing what Andy Kaufman loved to do.
They say he's become a recluse, though, and he lives in a hideaway in Hawaii. Mm-hmm. He lives off the grid. He uses fake names, and nobody gets to him anymore.
Yeah, I think I did kind of know that. I'm not surprised by that. So, this might have been part of it. Say, I can do a little prank and people will talk about it, and I don't have to actually show up to something I don't want to go to anyway.
Crazy stuff. Well, Shia LaBeouf got arrested again. This time it is all in connection with his Mardi Gras altercation. But I guess as a part of his release, he was supposed to go to rehab. And he did not go to rehab.
No.
He was trying to blame it on a gay man and said that the whole altercation at Mardi Gras happened because a gay man had touched his leg. But people are like, no, that didn't happen.
Yeah.
I think when you're blackout drunk, which I think he was, you don't know how it went down. So you're just trying to spin it afterwards and make it somebody else's fault when really it's just you. You were blackout drunk and you started swinging on everybody.
Yeah, he's really kind of a mess. And he's watching this interview. I don't think he was on anything at the time. He just seems really squirrely.
He's crazy sober.
Yeah, watching him talk, there's a nervous energy that is just going through him, even as he's speaking with everything. You can see this seems like a guy that just could just go off at any second.
Well, the judge had it right. You should go and do a little rehab, figure out what's going on. It's a whole part of your release. So the judge is trying to do you a favor by you not doing the rehab like it was told to you. You're making this worse.
And I think that's why he's going through the divorce right now. And here he was talking about his estranged wife, saying he needs to be in rehab.
You saw your ex-wife said that you should be in rehab. You gotta say what you gotta say, bro. Save faith. Let her live. That's a good girl. That's one of the best girls that ever lived. She's incredible, that woman. Incredible. That's an incredible woman. Is that a relationship that you think you want to repair? Oh, she's incredible. Mia Goth, incredible, all time, 10 out of 10. So your long-term plan would be to repair that? Repair nothing. We're good, as is. What you mean? That's my girl. I just read that you guys divorced. Oh, that's true. Yeah, but we're in a good spot. I mean,
better than ever. We just got divorced. We're doing great, though.
Are you drunk now?
Doing great, though.
This isn't new. See, that's what the thing is new for you guys. We've been there for a while, and we're trying to figure out co-parenting, and we're good. She's a good girl. Even through all this, like, she gives me grace. I still talk to my kid twice a day. She's a good woman, bro. Yeah. Any other woman would be like, yo, you, get out of here. I don't want to talk to you. Yeah. She don't do that to me. I'm on my phone with my kid twice a day. Even when things are hanky, she's a good woman.
And then here he was talking a bit about his arrest, which sure some people don't like this explanation.
I'll be honest with you. Big gay people are scary to me. What do you mean? When I'm like standing by myself and 3 gay dudes are next to me touching my leg, I get scared. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. If that's homophobic, then I'm that.
Okay.
He was swinging on everybody, though. I saw the video, and it was outside on the street. Like, there was no gay man next to him trying to touch him. Yeah. He's just now saying this because he doesn't want to take responsibility for being blackout drunk and being the problem.
Yeah.
And this is coming from a person that knows all about being blackout drunk and being the problem.
Right. And did you see he had a little bit of a court issue as well? I know his attorney's not happy that they're apparently trying to get him on another misdemeanor charge with the whole thing. And then he came out after his hearing from the court. I don't know if you saw it, but he took off jogging.
He jogs because he knows he's a runner. He runs all the time in New Orleans. He's always out jogging, biking, but he knows all these reporters can't keep up with him because they don't jog.
It was hysterical. Did you see the woman who was trying to keep up with him? And she didn't look like, she's a typical jogger. And so she's out, but she knows this is a story and I got to try and track down Shia LaBeouf.
She lasted about a block.
She did. I mean, honestly, her boss has got to see. I'd be like going, you know what? You tried. You gave it everything. Be going, I really tried to get the story, boss.
You can't chase Shia. He runs for fun.
Right.
You're not running.
Yeah.
Unless you're, they got to send out an athlete to interview him.
And he's a guy, he's a guy who doesn't want to get caught.
He's going to shake you quick.
Yeah, he is. And he did.
Well, if you are a big fan of Taylor Swift, we now are pretty sure we know when she's getting married. Of course, her and Travis Kelce, they're going to be apparently doing the thing at the Ocean House in Rhode Island on June 13th. They're saying that number has big significance to her. If you try to book a room right now at the Ocean House in Rhode Island, it's about $600 a night. If you try to book for June 13th, which I'm doing right now, look at that. It's unavailable. You can't book for the 12th. You can't book for the 13th, but you can book for the 14th, and the room is only going to cost you $1,600 for one night.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So if you want to go on the 11th, that's $1,800. And if you want to go on the 14th, that's $1,600. And you better jump on it now, Swifties, because those are going to probably sell out too. And then you're not going to be able to get any rooms at this hotel.
And those rates even are extremely higher, like what, $1,000 than what they normally are.
Normally, right now, if you want to get a room for tonight, it's $600.
Look, after she has her wedding there, they'll be able to charge those rates for a long time, I bet.
I think you're right. The rates will go up considerably. Mm-hmm. But there you go, Swifties. You heard it here. And that's what's going on in your dirt.
Jbird is not here, and that is great news. Normally, you're like, oh, man, Jbird's not here today. But the good news part of it is the fact that he is getting his hip replacement, and we were hoping that was going to happen. He had to do blood tests and to make sure that he was fit for the procedure, one that he's needed. He's been in pain for quite some time. And just to see in a place where he's not going to be making any kind of noises like just to not have that and to see him in so much pain constantly, I think for all of us is going to be a great relief.
Bone on bone, and not in the good way.
No, you're right. Not in the good way. And yeah, it's something I found out, and I guess he did too, that hips don't heal themselves.
No, it just gets worse.
It does.
When you have broken down your hip to this point, every year it gets worse and worse and worse until you just go fix it. And the procedure is so easy now.
Yes, and that's what's good. So the fact that he is in there and that's going, that is a great sign. And the cool thing too, Denny's just got a video we're going to be posting, but he is doing the prep. He's in the bed. He's got that little, shower cap thing on and his gown, and they're going to be wheeling him in here like momentarily to start on this procedure.
Oh, too bad we can't talk to him after they give him the drugs, because that's when you reveal all the secrets. You just start talking. You're just so happy. Yeah. You're like, yeah, I'll tell you everything.
Happy dude. Oh, yeah, he would hate to be on the radio.
So, Jbird, let's get real.
And he can't wait to give you all the answers to every question you have for once.
When are you going to make Honeyface an honest woman? Oh, my gosh. He'd be so mad.
And he went all in. Yeah. Here's a bit of Jbird's latest update.
All right, y'all. We are in the pre-op. Is that what it's called? Mm-hmm. Okay. We've got the wirings in the hands. Look at that bling. I'm blinged out.
You are.
And now we're getting ready to do the anesthesia, and that's where I'm afraid I'm gonna start talking crazy stuff over here. But yeah, feeling a little anxious. What do you think, Honeyface? How's my gown look?
Really great.
Thanks.
Okay. Got his girlfriend with him. He's getting ready to get this thing done.
It's the moment of truth. I guess his dad is there too, so that's good.
Yeah.
They say the less you do after surgery, the better you heal.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So he's going to be laying low this week, and then we're hoping that he'll be in a point where he feels better enough to join the show. And we've got a setup where he can join us from his house with microphones and cameras and all that kind of stuff. So we're hoping that we can get to that by next week. But this week he needs to just chill out and rest and get himself all ready. And then I would say by hopefully St. Patty's Day,
Yay.
We're going to have a brand new bird.
Now, he's not allowed to drink on St. Patty's Day, we heard, so that sucks. But don't worry.
Yeah.
I'll drink for him.
Okay, well, that's good. It's so nice of you to take on that challenge.
I give and I give.
Yes, you do. All right, so we are down 1 for a round of Think Fast today.
Think fast, think fast. If you don't come in first, you might as well be last. Think fast.
Okay, head-to-head battle here with Virginia and Denny's. Thinking fast, see who's awake, who's got the mental aptitude today to compete.
He's just trying to not get sick. Everybody in Denny's house is sick again.
That's wild.
How is this possible?
I don't even know. I mean, my wife's a school teacher, so she's exposed to it a lot. But yeah 2 weeks ago, they had flu B, my wife and my son. Uh-huh. And then this week, they now have flu A.
What?
So
That's not fair.
It doesn't seem fair.
the only good thing is we were already set up in a quarantine situation before, and they were starting to come out to the grasses and graze a little bit, and then they got sick again. I pushed them back into the room, so it's kind of just
had the setup.
me and the castle. Yeah, they're kind of sequestered.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you feel terrible. I mean, the flu is no joke. Both times I've seen them go through it, it's rough.
It is rough.
Did you crank open the house windows and all that?
Oh yeah,
Do the house burping?
Every time anyone gets sick or any illness, or we go through a period where it's cold or whatever, I always open it. But yesterday I had them open, just trying to air it out. But
I love a good house burp and then work in some new indoor plants.
yes,
House burp with plant combo, to me, I feel like, okay, this is doing everything right. If I get sick after this, it was just God's plan. But I'm trying everything I can.
yeah, I go for a lot of walks too. I walk the dog and stuff since they're kind of laying around, but just trying to get outside, get that fresh air so that I don't get sick. I'm doing my best.
I'm praying
just
for
really
you. Good
I'm
luck.
just constantly. But so the doctor preemptively prescribed me Tamiflu, so I'm on it even though I don't have the flu.
I did that one year when Rocco had the flu. The pediatrician gave it to me and Panda as well to take it. Mm-hmm. I took it. Panda did not, and he got sick as a dog.
Oh, that's what I like hearing.
He was sick from the flu. So I would tell anybody, if they give you that Tamiflu preemptively, just take it.
Yeah, she goes, the doctor was saying that the first day they get the flu, there's no symptoms, but they're still contagious.
Oh.
So it's like day one.
Yeah, they're spitting it around
You just have no idea. You're just hanging out.
And
So.
good luck not holding your baby.
Well, yeah, I mean, I had that baby all over me. I was and I'm like, what? He's got the flu A?
You get in trouble if you ignore your baby and lock them in a separate room.
Mm-hmm. Fortunately, they're both sick, so they're both taking care of each other.
All right, well, let's see who can think here faster. Think fast. I need sensible answers and quick. First one, give me a thing you can't live without that starts with the letter O.
Oxygen.
I had cell phone locked because I thought he was going to go cheeky.
Okay. All right, next up, give me a thing that people collect that starts with the letter C.
Cards.
Okay, yeah.
Baseball, basketball, football.
Yeah. Gosh. Cow, Virginia,
How do you have that one loaded? Did you have C loaded?
I don't
What the
know.
heck?
Did you drink this weekend?
I did.
Oh, I saw her drink actually this weekend.
I drank at the baseball game. You saw
yeah,
me.
you were going after it, yeah.
The Marlins were like, you threw out a first pitch with a beer? And I was like, yeah, doesn't everybody? And they were like, no. And I was like, oh, sorry. And then they went, chug it. So I did.
I saw the whole thing. She goes, hey, you guys want a beer? After they said that, and they go, no. And then they started chanting chug, and Virginia chugged the entire beer in front of them.
I mean, it was like 3/4 full, too.
And she spiked it on the ground right after. And then we got yelled at and taken off the field.
Okay. Well, after that second inning they had, I thought the Marlins were drinking.
Oh, really?
Oh, my goodness. I don't know what happened. That was a clown show.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, boys. Get it together. Okay, what about this? Something that glows in the dark that starts with the letter L.
Legos. Glow-in-the-dark Legos.
That's a
Okay,
good
yeah.
one. That's a good
Not a
one.
great answer, but I need it.
Yeah,
Good
you
enough,
do.
Denny. At this point, bad answers for points
I need
work.
it.
Okay, give me a smell you love that starts with the letter F.
Food.
Oh, gosh.
Okay,
I almost said
food.
farts. And I was like, there's no way.
You know, I wouldn't debate it, but then we'd fart around you all the time. Be like, dude, you said you loved them.
He's that creepy guy at work that likes fart smell.
Come on, man, bring that over here.
That guy's undateable, by the way. If you do like the smell of farts, don't tell no women that.
I don't think I've ever met anyone who's like, bro, I love the smell of these things.
There are guys that buy fart smell. This girl was on the internet. She would fart in a jar and seal it up, and guys were paying like $200 for a jar of her fart.
Jar farts.
I hear
Yeah.
you, though. Is that novelty? Is it because they like, couldn't you get pink eye opening that?
I think they're into it, if you know what I mean.
Really? They like it, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, what are the chances of me catching up here, Kevin?
You're down 3-1.
All right,
So
there's still a
you
chance.
yeah, you got to get it together here.
All right.
All right, give me something that can melt that starts with the letter C.
Cheese.
Okay, it's over here.
You don't even have a millisecond to even react.
Melted cheese is the best.
I don't know. She actually might be better on weekends where she's drinking.
I know. It's something weird.
The craziest
You don't
thing.
know that I'm not drinking now.
Yeah. So what do you do if your young kid breaks something? Are you always responsible for replacing it? Because kids just do some squirrely stuff. Now, there is a family that is relatively new here to South Florida. They picked up on our show, and they heard some of the conversations that we have, and they said, we've got some young kids, and we found some neighbors that have young kids as well, and we decided to go over there, and for whatever reason, my kid just picked up a Lego and threw it at this pretty new 75-inch TV. And, of course, there's like one little panel now, and you can see it's like a little glitchy, and so it's kind of annoying if you're watching it. And so we're like, obviously we felt obligated, like we need to replace it, $1,200 for that. Ooh. But the one thing I was thinking is that, it might be something where I could take the TV, I could sell it on Facebook Marketplace, even though it's damaged, and I could get a little bit of that back and then take some of that money to replace the TV.
Yeah.
And this family said, oh, no, we're actually going to put that in our daughter's room, and we'll just put the new TV right here. So they don't want to give me the one that I broke. And
No. That's not how this works.
yeah, and they're like, look, I don't want to ruin our new friendship because these are really about the only friends that we have since getting to town, but this just seems a little unrealistic to me. I felt like I was doing the right thing replacing it, but at that point, if I want the old TV, I should be able to get that because in a sense, we're swapping TVs. I'm buying a new TV and you get the brand new TV, so you give me the busted one.
Totally.
Yeah.
You need to make that clear. And you also are responsible for the installation of said new TV. So you hire whoever you're going to hire to come in there and take the old TV down, and you hire them to put up the new TV, and you're also hiring them to bring the old TV to your house so you can either sell it or do whatever you're going to do with it.
Do you think that they should only buy the new TV if they get the old TV?
Yeah. That needs to be discussed. And look, maybe they just don't know what your plan is. So you got to tell them your plan. And then they might go, oh, okay, that makes sense. Like they just think that they're going to move this TV into the other room and get a new TV. And it could just be that they're innocently moving through this transaction, not realizing that they're being douchey. That's
Maybe
possible.
they see it as
That's possible that they're like, oh, well, nobody's going to want this broken TV. We'll just put that in our daughter's room. But you have to express that you're going to try to take that broken TV and get it fixed, maybe recoup some of the money from the new purchase.
Would this be a deal breaker in your friendship if you asked them and said, hey, we'd like to take that, recoup some of the loss of buying you the new TV, and they're like, yeah, no, we're going to hold on to that too? Would that cause you to be like, I don't think I want to hang out with them anymore?
Absolutely. They're not your friend, and they're certainly not somebody you want to spend any time with. If they don't understand that you want to get some of your losses back if you can, then they're just idiots. And you don't want to hang out with idiots anyway, because this is just an early red flag for what's to come. Bye, idiots.
Okay, well, I asked the question, should they only buy the new TV if they get the old TV? And about 70% of people are saying yes. So they feel like that's the right way. And Virginia says if they don't want to give it up, then yeah, go find other kids. There's a lot of great people in South Florida.
You don't need whatever weirdness that they're going to bring to your life. And look at it like this. This is a blessing that they're acting sideways very early in your relationship and they're just doing something that's like, wait, what? If you explain it to them and they still want to keep both TVs,
right,
then you're just getting an early heads up that they're psycho. And you don't want to hang out with these people anyway. They're going to put you in more weird situations down the road. You'd rather be alone than hang out with weirdos.
Yep. I didn't even realize this stat, but there are 5 big-time movie stars that have had top 5 hits on the Billboard charts. Top 5. Now, you start thinking about it, you were breaking it down. You said, Gwyneth Paltrow, yeah, she had a great song, but that did not chart. It was not top 5. In fact, there are others that have had hits that are close to the top 10, but didn't crack into the top 5. There's only 5 total. Virginia actually got one of them correct. In fact, it's the one that is number 2 on the list from 1985. Big-time movie star Eddie Murphy had a tune that went all the way to number 2 with Party All the Time. And I remember it was Rick James that I think kind of put this whole thing together. And I remember in the video, Eddie's in the studio and Rick James is behind the glass. Probably just got done doing a bunch of cocaine because he looked wired. And
he had energy.
He had energy. He did. And Eddie
He looked
was
like he was fighting a powdered donut.
Oh my gosh. And Eddie was in there just singing his behind off. Okay, that means there are 4 others that are out there. And the first person that can name the other 4, I am going to hook up with a pair of one-day park-to-park tickets to both Universal Studios Florida and Universal Islands of Adventure, plus a one-day parking pass.
Ooh.
Yes. They've got their whole Mardi Gras thing going on with the festive floats and the live concert and global cuisine.
My girlfriend Megan was just there, and she was posting all kinds of videos of it. It actually looked really fun.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's a great time. So we'll see how far Jen can go here from Delray Beach. Okay, Jen, we gave you one. We spotted you one. There's 4 others. How many other movie stars can you name that have a top 5 Billboard hit?
You ready?
Let's do it.
Okay, Bruce Willis.
Gonna go with Bruce Willis. You are correct. In 1987, Bruce Willis had a song that went to number 5 on the Billboard charts called Respect Yourself. Do you remember that song at all?
I do, but to me, it sounds like Bruce Hornsby. I forgot that was Bruce Willis.
That was Bruce Willis. Yeah,
Dang.
absolutely. Okay, trucking our way through. Do you have any more, Jen?
I do.
Okay, what do you got?
Jbird's favorite guy, Patrick Swayze.
Patrick Swayze. How could you forget this one, Virginia?
Oh.
Do you remember the hit song that Patrick Swayze had? What is it? It's from Dirty Dancing.
No.
No.
And it's not that one?
It's not that one. Same soundtrack. It went to number 3 in 1987. She's Like the Wind.
She's Like the Wind. Oh, the farting song.
Yes, right. It's like the girl with gas. Like when he picked up Baby, she went a little too. Yeah, that's how she lifted off the ground so easily. Because she's like the wind. Okay, Jen, you are crushing it so far. We have crossed 3 off the list. You've got 2 more to go. 2 more actors, major movie stars with top 5 Billboard hits. Who else do you have on your list, Jen?
Jamie Foxx.
Oh, that's right.
You're going to go with Jamie Foxx? I don't.
Yep.
What song do you think with Jamie Foxx?
Blame It.
Blame? Oh, yeah. Blame it on the alcohol. You know what? I don't have that on my list, but let me double check to make sure, because that was a big song. That is a really good one.
Number 2 it reached.
Wow.
I'm going to give you credit then. I'm going to take your blessing on it. So all you got to do is give me one more. What else you got here?
You ready?
Let's do it.
Will Smith, Getting Jiggy with It.
Oh, of course.
Getting jiggy with it. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Getting jiggy with it. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Very nice. I'm going to give you credit on that. Congratulations, Jen. You're going to be going to Universal Orlando. Very nice.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Okay. You have a good time while you're there, okay? And get ready to get some beads.
Thanks.
If you need, Virginia will show you how to get them, okay?
They don't do that. No, they don't do that.
She will.
Oh, okay. That's not a Universal thing? Okay.
Do not take them puppies out at Universal.
all right, okay.
You'll be escorted off the property.
Enjoy your 5 minutes
Yeah,
there.
no, we don't want that.
No.
All right, Jen. Well, have a great time and good job, okay?
Thanks, guys. Happy Monday.
Okay, yeah. Happy Monday to you as well. There are a couple other songs that have done very well. In fact, you can add to that list. One song that went number 1, he actually did it with another singer/movie star herself. Do you know what that is from 2019? What is that song? Number 1 song for Shia LaBeouf.
That was a beast.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's one other, I guess you could call him a movie star because, yeah, he did do some movies, but he also is known for TV. He had a song that went to number 5 on the charts, and he kind of got his fame by being on a TV show out of Miami. You remember Don Johnson?
Of course.
He was on Miami Vice. In 1986, he had a song called Heartbeat that went to number 5 on the Billboard charts. I low-key love that song. I think I still do.
You high-key love Miami Vice.
I do.
So it makes sense.
Massive fan. Love what he did.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away. Cause you know we need that dirt of the day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com. Well, it was a wild weekend in the news, and I almost missed this. Is this the Golden Globes? Did they change the name of the Golden Globes to the Actor Awards?
Yeah.
Is that what happened? 'Cause that was all spun
No, not
around.
the Golden Globes. I think it was the SAG Awards.
The SAG
Screen
Awards.
Actors Guild.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
that's
now,
what they changed.
Now they're just calling it the Actor Awards, which brought me to a place of confusion. So the 2026 Actor Awards had all the celebrities out, and it was a really beautiful moment. I guess Catherine O'Hara was nominated for her work in the studio, and everybody, including all of the people that she was nominated up against, were so happy that they gave the award to Catherine O'Hara. Very emotional moment if you were watching the Actor Awards last night. Sinners came in at the number 1 spot, winning Best Ensemble, and Michael B. Jordan earned Best Lead Actor for his work in it. Mm-hmm. That's huge.
Yep. Here's a bit of Seth Rogen when he was accepting the award for Catherine O'Hara. It's kind of an interesting story and telling something, about working with her and what a professional she was.
Catherine O'Hara, the studio.
I was asked to assume the very sad honor of accepting this award on O'Hara's behalf. I'll just leave you with this. If you have people in your lives that don't know her work, just show them O'Hara dancing to Harry Belafonte in Beetlejuice. Show them O'Hara hurting her knee in Best in Show. And tell the people as they are laughing that that's Catherine O'Hara. And we were lucky that we got to live in a world where she so generally shared her talents with us.
And then he was saying that, when they would work together, that the night before he would always get an email from Catherine O'Hara. And she'd be going, hey, just want to see how you're doing. I just had a quick little thought. Maybe we could try this on the shoot for tomorrow. And she would rewrite the entire scene. It wasn't a slight suggestion. It was just a total rewrite of everything she was in. And that would be her thing every night. But he said, look, she had the comedy chops, and you would never really not say no to Catherine O'Hara when she had an idea.
She had good instincts.
Absolutely.
And she read, and she figured out how to weigh and make what you wrote better.
Yep.
That's a skill.
That's kind of what he was saying.
Well, Bhad Babie, whose real name is Danielle Bregoli, is sharing on social media that she is continuing to get bad news. Now, she originally came out in November of 2024 and said that she was having to undergo cancer treatment, but I guess she is still in it, and something's not right, that she's getting bad news from her doctors, apparently. So, that's not good.
Yeah, it is really kind of crazy, this era where you're having younger people that are getting serious diagnosis for cancer and other things that you would think would be reserved for somebody of a much older age.
It is scary what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And finally here, I don't know if you remember this story, but back in the day, Paula Deen used to be a bank teller before she got into cooking with butter and then got in trouble for being a racist. Long before all that happened, she was a bank teller, and there was a dude that came in and robbed the bank, held a gun to her head, actually. He was later convicted of that crime, but they just found that guy dead in New York. No word if Paula Deen got him.
Uh-oh, where's Paula?
Where does she have an alibi? It took her a few years, but she finally caught up with him.
At this point in her career, she said, I must just start killing people and settling debts.
Yeah. I got some outstanding debts to collect.
Look how Paula Deen's on the rampage. If you've ever pissed her off, she's out to kill you now.
And that's what's going on in your dirt.
If somebody's done you wrong, it's time for you to sing along and call them out, call them out, call them out. You gotta call them out, call them out, call them out. It's time to call them out.
Okay, who do you need to call out and for what here today? Got to tell you one thing that we have to call out, Virginia. Somebody almost took out a national treasure.
No, what happened?
In fact, you could say multinational treasure. It was on Thursday night. Lionel Messi was playing in Puerto Rico, and somebody came over, and you know how he has that bodyguard that will stand on the sideline of the pitch, and if somebody kind of comes after Lionel Messi, he will bolt out there.
Sprint into action and try to get them before they get to Messi.
I don't know where that dude was on Thursday night, but somebody got to Messi.
Oh, no.
And there was another dude that wasn't this guy. Like, his bodyguard, because this guy's massively jacked and probably runs like a 4.240. Like, it's just unreal. He's a physical specimen. Whoever else they had come in, this guy came up, got to Lionel Messi on Thursday, kind of put his arm around him, and the other person came up to kind of tackle the guy, but then the guy was still holding on to Lionel Messi's waist and kind of brought him down. And I've seen this enough in football. Those ACL injuries and the kind of twist that you take on a knee that could cause issue.
Oh.
And he took that kind of, you just never know. And then when he went down, I'm like, oh, please get up. And he got up okay. He was fine. But I'm like, come on, I don't know where that security guard was. I don't know if he took the night off, but that guy can't have a night off.
Maybe he was in the potty.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on, but yeah. Because I've never seen anybody get to Lionel Messi.
Never. That guy is usually on it.
Yeah. And so somebody did it on Thursday in Puerto Rico. So
wow.
Yeah. Luckily, Lionel Messi was fine. He scored twice in a 4-goal second half last night as Inter Miami beat Orlando City 4-2 in Orlando. So they got the MLS season. It is back and going. But you're not going to see Inter Miami in South Florida until they open up Miami's Freedom Park. April 4th is going to be the first game against Austin FC that they got there.
Okay.
But they have released some footage from inside of Freedom Park, and you can kind of see the stands are coming together and the stadium, and it is quite an upgrade from what they have in Fort Lauderdale. It looks legit. It's a 25,000 seat stadium, and you're going to see them in the season all the way through November 7th.
You going to go?
I don't know if I'll go to the actual opening game. I imagine that is going to be a very expensive ticket. And, I was always trying to get my family to go to games in Fort Lauderdale. And I'm like, all right, now we all got a truck to Miami.
Well, it's a fancy stadium. Your wife likes it fancy.
You're right. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I thought they made a lot out of, what they did with the stadium in Lauderdale. But, yeah, the Inter Miami Stadium, Freedom Park, looks really good. So they're getting there. Another thing to call out, which I thought was pretty crazy, I'm sure probably over the weekend you saw what was going on with the strikes that we had in Iran. Took out the Ayatollah, which is, pretty crazy.
And it was him and a bunch of his homies.
Yeah.
They were all having like a meeting, and it was like 9 a.m. their time, and they were like, the United States always strikes at night, so let's have a 9 a.m. meeting. We'd be cool, right? And so they were all together thinking they were cool.
Yeah.
And bam, I guess we hit them at 9 a.m.
Well, it was kind of crazy because Donald Trump was in Palm Beach. He was at Mar-a-Lago, and he had his little hat on and everything, and they had, some little ball that was going on there in his ballroom that he has off of Mar-a-Lago. And he's there and he's kind of dancing, doing his little Trump dance. And all of a sudden he's like, well, I got to go to work. And then minutes later, he's dropping bombs on Iran.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he does a little dance and then drops some bombs. And That's kind of what he was doing. But I saw this little conversation that happened. And if you live in the Beltway inside of Washington, D.C., maybe these kind of things happen. You go to restaurants and stuff like that. And a lot of people there work for the government. And so they had TMZ, and they were doing an interview with Mark Garagos. I don't know if you've seen him. He's an attorney.
Yes.
Well, he was out there, and he had dinner. And he was talking to, what's the guy from TMZ?
Harvey Levin.
He's talking to Harvey Levin here. And he's like, yeah, I just heard an interesting conversation at the table right next to me.
You could have gone to a million places to do a podcast where it was calm, and you choose Joe's Stone Crab.
I actually was going to leave, but the conversation that I was overhearing on the next table over was so fascinating, I couldn't leave.
Oh, spill it. What did they say?
that today is the day. Friday is we're sitting here.
Are you serious?
I literally just heard it at the next table. So I'll leave it at that.
And he went on to say, and basically spelled it all out, that he was talking about the attack on Iran. Like somebody's sitting at a dinner table who has privy information that it's about to go down. They're just having a conversation where just a dude at the next table can hear it.
Dude.
Right. I'm like,
First of all, you got to order in. When y'all are planning to do this, just keep everybody in the room and order in.
I mean, what are we doing? We have too many people known. If people can go to dinner and don't have the common sense to not be talking about a raid or battle plans.
Oh, my gosh.
At Joe Stone Crab in D.C. Yeah, I thought that was pretty crazy. So
it's kind of embarrassing for us.
I'm hoping today somebody's trying to sniff that out and be like, who did that?
You got to find the guy.
Who went to Joe Stone Crab?
Who was that Joe Stone Crab? Talking loud enough for the next table to hear that we were about to bomb Iran.
Right. Before the attack happens.
Before the attack happens.
Yeah. That's pretty
After,
crazy.
talk about it all you want.
Yeah. Come on now. What are we doing? Another thing I'd like to call out here today. Look, Kodak Black has some great music, and he does love football, and he's been active with, some different teams. I know he's been in the FAU locker room, and it's amusing. Those are college kids, though. Somebody decided to have Kodak Black speak to the youth football team. I'm not sure if this was in his hometown of Pompano, but it's just, kind of like the kids look like they're probably 8th, 9th grade, somewhere around there. And he had this interesting information and gave them a warning about drugs.
Say no to drugs. They too good. I don't like it and go crazy.
He said, say no to drugs. They too good. Y'all gonna like them and go crazy.
Oh, no. Kodak Black.
Then he was dropping profanity.
Oh, no. Yeah. Can we get him out of there?
I don't know if we need to put Kodak Black in front of the kids. Okay with maybe FAU, but I don't know. Them really impressionable 8, 9-year-olds.
Let's not.
Maybe not a good place for Kodak Black. Yeah, just a thought. Here is the clip again.
Discipline and all that good shit. It's like, you gotta go to school, play football. You gotta have your education. Oh, man, this is where you learn team and brotherhood and that. You know what team means? Team means together, everyone achieve more.
Okay. There you go. All right.
I agree with him about the team.
That's all good, but yeah, don't be like, don't try them drugs, they're too good. You go crazy.
Dude, don't say that.
Hey, remember Kodak Black said those drugs are too good, we might go crazy? It sounds kind of fun, actually.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And got Melinda on Next Door. She was going off. A fast food restaurant, she had said, on North Lake. She said, I spent a long time there in the drive-thru. No one answered. I drove around. There were a few people there on their phones. Motioned for me to go around. I did, and no one would answer again. And it's funny she said that because it was at a Wendy's, and I had the same problem at a different Wendy's. And then we're seeing that Wendy's is down in the profit margins over every single fast food restaurant in America over the last year.
McDonald's had the same issue. The McDonald's on Indiantown Road, my daughter was like in the drive-thru with a bunch of her friends, and they were like, go around. And then they went around to the window, and they opened the window, and they said, we just got out of jail. We don't care. We're not taking no orders tonight.
Wow. See? Come on now.
That would never happen at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely.
They run a tight ship, and everybody in the game needs to realize and copy what Chick-fil-A is doing. However they've figured it out, you got to duplicate what they're doing.
Yeah, I'm telling you, some of these fast food places, y'all got to button up. And there's one in South Florida that is trying, Burger King. They made that move. We're trying to book something where hopefully the president of Burger King's going to come on and chat with us.
I love it.
That's his whole promo.
He's right here in Miami.
And I was impressed because I saw they have made a few changes already in an attempt to turn Burger King around. They have introduced their first major Whopper update in a decade, unveiling an elevated version with sturdier cardboard packaging that replaces the paper wrap to prevent smushing, a thicker premium bun, and creamier mayonnaise. We were talking one of the things that some of these places need to do, they needed to get better and fresher ingredients because we felt like maybe Culver's and Chick-fil-A was. And you felt like you were getting almost a substandard level of food at some of the others.
Yeah, like they're cutting corners on price and they're buying the cheaper mayonnaise. But then when you taste it, you're like, ugh, it tastes like cheap mayonnaise.
Yep. They said that the classic toppings will remain and the prices are not increasing. In fact, in some cases, are going to be dropping. And they say franchises have been advised not to raise prices. So I'm wondering if this is some of the first moves that the president is putting into act, trying to get them back. So, hey, quality stuff. That's one of the things that we were talking about. So we'll see what winds up happening. And I saw McDonald's, too, has unveiled their new Big Arch Burger, which is coming tomorrow. They say it's going to be their biggest burger yet. So you can see some of the old traditionals. They're trying to make it all good.
All right.
So I got to give a positive call out. If anybody gets a chance to try the new Whopper, let me know how it is. We do have another positive call out. Somebody went to go see Nate Bargatze last night at Amerant Bank Arena. He is pretty much the top touring comedian in America right now,
Yeah,
I think,
he's
when it comes to ticket sales.
Yeah.
And they said Kevin James did a walk-on bit and entertained the crowd for a few minutes.
Good for him. That's awesome.
Yeah. He's I guess he's still got his house in Delray. At least did. I didn't know if he's still here, but it sounds like he is.
Yeah.
In someplace. So I was a nice little surprise if you got that last night. So they said that was a good quality show. I do have some good news in that Jbird was able to get an all clear when his blood test came back late last week, and right now he should be getting his hip replacement done.
He is currently under the knife. We talked to him. Well, not talked to him, but we saw his video, and it was like maybe 2 hours ago that he was prepping for surgery. So he should be in it, baby.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll have some good news here before we get out of the show. And apparently he's going home today, and so he'll be recouping and trying to get himself ready. And then as soon as he feels up to it, he's going to be back on the show, at least from his house. So we'll have Jbird back on here pretty quick. Well, it was Saturday, and Jbird was getting all ready for his hip replacement surgery, which he is doing today, so he didn't join us. And we usually do something a little bit goofy, but we were out there and we said, okay, we're going to be doing the first pitch of the Roger Dean game for the Marlins and Cardinals. And we said, let's just go out there and I'll just throw the ball. No big deal. I'm like, this is so easy. Like, it's just you're throwing the ball. Just, it's one of the more basic things. I've done it 1,000 times in my life.
You were like, how hard can it be? And then they marched out a little 9-year-old right before you, and he nailed it.
Yeah. Everybody did great. Everybody looked really good. And then, I'm the last one to throw. And I go out there, and my buddy's like, dude, you got to go all the way up to the rubber. I mean, come on. You don't stand in front of the mound and throw from there.
Right.
He said, go bigger or home. So I got up there, and I really wasn't focused. And I got to admit, that kid was a little bit in my head. And I don't know what happened. I threw it. I think I opened my shoulder way too early. I didn't snap through it. And it was the worst opening pitch I've thrown in my life. It was embarrassing. It was a dirt ball, which you don't want to throw. And it was the catcher had to run after it and do an amazing. The catcher was great. He did a great backhand. I think about what I did was just absolutely terrible, though.
I heard that you hurt his ankle, the way he had to move to catch that ball.
He might be done for the season. Yeah. The way he had to move to try to get that ball to make up for my terrible throw. Now, Logan Morrison, if you know, he started the Marlins franchise, jumped out with the team, was with them when they made that switch from Florida to Miami. He went on to play for other teams like the Brewers and the Phillies and the Twins and the Rays, the Mariners. You might remember him there, slugging home runs. And
140 home runs.
Oh, yeah.
No
absolutely.
big deal. He knows how to hit the ball.
Honestly, he looks like he's ready to suit up and go out there today. So maybe the Marlins will call him up for another round this year. We'll see. Now, Logan has been out with us before. Virginia, you said. I know we saw him out when we did Tyler Cameron's benefit. He was there.
Yes. He's a fun local. Yeah. And we need more hot, fun local former athletes.
Yeah, and I know because in the one video clip, I was standing right next to Logan. He was towering over me. I think he was also wearing platform shoes on top of it. I'm like, dude, you're already like, I don't know, like, how tall are you, Logan?
6'4". Yeah, there's one that made me 6'8" that night. It was the 70s. I don't wear those. Often though. It was a 70s theme night, guys. You can't call me out without telling the background context.
Okay,
yes,
yeah.
it was a disco theme, so everybody had on disco outfits.
Oh my gosh, he was just towering over everybody. He was a giant in that room. It was amazing. It was good. You were popping.
It was impressive.
It was very impressive. It looked great. Logan, I don't know. Have you ever seen this? I'm ever kind of curious. Did you guys ever see a first pitch, and does the team see that, and then they ridiculed a person for the terrible throw that they had?
Yeah, you'll never be the same in that Marlins clubhouse. They will never forget it. So
yeah, it's done, right? All respect. And now, did you get a chance to? Because we tried to send you the video so you could take a look at it. Can you tell me what went wrong?
Well, a lot, but I do have some questions, just basic questions before we get going into the critiques.
Okay.
The first one is, when's the last time you had your eyes checked? Are you legally blind? Or?
You know what? My vision is declining greatly. It was last June, and they recommended I get something done immediately, and I ignored that advice.
Yeah, so that might be, we might need a beep system. That might help.
Or when I just hear the general direction and throw towards it.
Right, exactly. Also, if you, now I know I don't want to like guess your age, but you're not in your prime anymore. Let's just go there.
52. Yeah.
Okay, so do you have any, I don't know, arthritis in your shoulder or?
No, the sad thing is I felt fantastic, though. I did before going out there. I was bending over and I was rolling a ball to your husband repeatedly, Virginia.
I saw you.
And I think I since have maybe pulled a hammy.
You pulled a hammy making a video of you rolling a ball?
Bending over for about 40 seconds, yes. I think my hammy is shut. And I went to the mound with that. I think maybe that was it. It kind of pulled a bit, Logan, as I was trying to throw. So
right now, so I don't recommend this for everyone, kids especially, professional athletes or aspiring professional athletes. But you yourself, since you really have nothing else to live for, maybe we could get on some steroids to get that strength, that arm strength a little stronger.
The only problem is I'm already technically on steroids. So, yeah, I'm already doing the hormone replacement therapy. So that's actually not part of that.
That was with the juice, Logan.
Yeah, that's a juiced, roided up Kev that actually made that terrible throw that didn't even reach the plate on Saturday.
Did you warm up before?
I did not. No, that's it. I with confidence I came out there and I said, how hard is it to throw a baseball from the rubber to home plate? I got this.
Yeah, you might need to warm up. Play a little catch on the side there before you go out there. And practice never hurt anybody. You know, it doesn't make perfect, but it makes better than what you did. And I think if you just do those two things, you'll be fine.
Okay. Well, if you are free coming up on the 20th of March, there's a Friday night game. It would be the Marlins. Your old team is going to be there. And maybe if you could be my honored guest to come and kind of help mold me to get me ready, because if I do this twice in a row, Logan, that's it. I'd probably have to just retire and never do it again.
So I will be there, but you got to make a promise to me that you're going to practice. I can't put my name on something, stand behind something that is going to look like it looked the last time.
Amen.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'll do that. Yeah, I mean, I'm ready to commit to this because I need some serious redemption. Because the ego, the reputation, everything took a massive hit on Saturday, and the crowd. That was the thing for me.
So sad.
The disappointment, and then they didn't know what to do, and just I mean, I don't know if you've ever stunned a crowd with a terrible play, but I felt that. And,
yes.
Yeah.
No.
So I had that feeling.
I have done that.
Okay.
Well, so what you do is you go online and you like look up on YouTube worst first pitches ever, and I think you'll find that you're not that bad.
Okay.
There have been some cameramen that have gotten hit standing behind the catcher. 50 Cent has thrown a ball in City Field that was awful.
His is unreal. You're right. Yeah. There's no excuse on that. Yeah. So it's not the worst of all time. It definitely wasn't a highlight. It was the worst on Saturday, but it can't be the worst when we go back out there on the 20th. So yeah,
well,
I'll take
it. Need to be the best. Yeah. I'm going to need video updates, Virginia, so you got to keep that coming for me.
I will. I'll stay on him.
Yeah, and I'll use your expertise to kind of get me back in the groove, Logan. So I would appreciate that. I will work on this, and I'll be ready on the 20th.
Perfect.
Okay. All right, there you go. Logan Morrison going to be joining us now.
Thank you, Logan.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Okay, buddy. Take care of yourself, man. Okay.
Yeah, bye-bye.
He's fun. He's a good time, too. We do a lot of those food events where they ask you to be like a celebrity judge.
Yeah.
We have so much fun.
To me, I think that would be the ideal to have had a great sports career.
Made millions.
Yes, made your money.
Played for so many teams.
And then I look at, a lot of these athletes. I mean, for instance, like Tom Brady. I mean, now he is the GOAT, but still, there's so many former athletes that going, their life, it's just going around to cool events, doing awesome things.
Philanthropy.
Yes.
He raises a lot of money because he lost his dad way too early. And so he raises a lot for like lung cancer and all kinds of charitable efforts.
That's amazing. That's great.
That's the life, baby.
Okay. Well, he has taken on the challenge of his life to get me ready for a first pitch.
You can do it, Logan.
We'll have some tickets, I believe, coming up next week. So if you'd like to join us, and thanks to everybody who came out on Saturday. It was really cool to have our own KVJ section. And Roger Dean Stadium, they set us up because they put us in the shade right there behind home plate. We had the best seats in there, and I thought it was absolutely fantastic. So they really took care of us.
Amazing.
Yeah, and let me tell you, the improvements they have made to that stadium, it is just a joy. It really is. And I was talking to the guys who had done the improvements there, and they work on ballparks all over the country. And they said, honestly, and they named off some really big spring training ballparks. They said, this might be our favorite. They said, this park is so well laid out.
They've got the shaded area. They also have the good craft beer now.
They do.
They have the fresh. They have the big Kona.
Yep.
They have all your favorite craft beers, and that's really why I'm there. So.
What did you think of the team store?
I love the team store.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, and it's big, and it's air conditioned.
Yep.
So if it's a little hot and you want to go take a little break in the team store, it is laid out real nice.
Did you notice if you got Dippin' Dots, you get one of those frozen iguanas helmets?
I did see that.
Kids
We
are gonna
have
love
it.
that.
Yeah, I have it in the car.
Yeah, and they got some frozen iguana swag there too. So.
They did, yes.
Yep. So spring training is going on. Games at both ballparks today, but definitely check out Roger Dean Stadium.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Well, Miami police had to arrest 25-year-old Hooters server Brianna Vasquez after she allegedly chased a customer into the parking lot over a $3 tip on a $487 tab.
Oh, that is a very poor tip.
Yeah. This is down there on Biscayne Boulevard.
But I guess you can't
Bayside,
chase
I guess.
patrons. And was she violent?
They say that she spent nearly 3 hours serving a 6-person bachelor party. They ordered 14 rounds of wings, 9 pitchers of beer, 4 fried pickles, and requested the birthday song 3 times, and then left a $3 tab with a note reading, "Sorry, babe, Venmo is down." And she was not having it.
Whoa.
Yeah, she stared at the receipt for about 90 seconds, removed her apron, and she followed him right outside and allegedly stood in front of their SUV with arms crossed, refusing to move until somebody opened up a real wallet.
Did she get paid?
Somebody offered $5 through the window, and she reportedly slid it back, saying, "That's not what accountability looks like to me." It was a 20-minute standoff, and finally they had to call police because she was not moving. They did finally charge her with disorderly conduct and obstruction of a vehicle.
Aw, that's a shame.
Yeah. Now, her parking lot speech has since gone viral, over 6 million views.
Good. You know what? Get that girl a GoFundMe. She'll make thousands. It'll all be good.
Yeah.
If everybody just chips in $5, she'll make a lot of money.
And they're saying she also has a podcast offer.
Ah, look at that. They will give anybody a podcast.
Yeah, you're right. That's it. That's all you got to do.
I admire the dedication to the bit. I mean, she was not leaving.
Yeah.
Cops had to remove her from in front of their vehicle. It's pretty strong.
She earned a lot more than $3.
Yeah, she did.
A 58-year-old Florida man, Lane Feathernell, jumped into a parked ambulance in Brevard County and tried to move it while paramedics were treating a patient. Apparently, the ambulance was in the way of his vehicle and he wanted to get through.
Oh,
so he's like, let me just help you out. Even though you're working on somebody back there right now, I'm going to move you out of the way so I can get to where I need to go.
Dude, you're going to jail.
The paramedics felt the ambulance start to move. One of them got out of the vehicle and saw that somebody else was driving it. They confronted Lane. And
you can't move an ambulance? Dude, have you lost your mind?
Yeah, and then he kind of like sped off and struck one of the paramedics in the leg as he sped off.
What?
They got him a short time later, and he has been arrested.
Oh, my God. So dramatic.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Come on, dude.
Dang.
Daniel Abramowitz was arrested for throwing a frozen coffee drink at a McDonald's drive-thru employee's face during an incident in Seminole, Florida on January 31st.
This happens a lot, and there's a lot of videos that are all over social media of people losing their cool at the drive-thru. They attack with beverages, drinks. I saw this one video. The worker closed the window because the customers were berating her. And the customers sat on their car and kicked the window out.
What? Are you serious?
Yes.
Wow.
I could not believe what I was watching. It is getting squirrely out there, y'all.
Well, Abramowitz, who is the 29-year-old, was going off on the 28-year-old worker, took his iced coffee, threw it, hit the worker, spilling on their face, hair, and jacket.
Oh, my gosh.
Somebody recorded the assault, and they turned it in, which was bad for Abramowitz because he just got done punching his girlfriend in the face, and now his charges have been upgraded to a felony because of that prior that he had. He also has violations, burglary convictions, previous jail sentences, so he's a real peach.
Oh, lock him up. He needs to cool his jets for like 6 months.
Mm-hmm. Felony conviction for stealing a pawned watch, so yeah.
Yeah, he's out of control.
Listen to this little scam here. 26-year-old Keith Wallace of Palm Beach faces felony charges after allegedly stealing trading cards from Target stores across Florida using 99-cent taco seasoning packets in an elaborate self-checkout scheme.
They hide the packet under the cards so that it looks like they're scanning the card, but they're really just scanning the taco seasoning because they're the same size.
Right. And then he allegedly would resell the stolen cards on eBay, made about $40,000 in revenue.
Holy moly.
While causing about $10,000 in losses. Now he's got retail theft charges, dealing in stolen property.
Yeah, Walmart has upped their game. If you initially were in the first round of Walmart shoplifters, I did it too accidentally. Mm-hmm. I had a lot of stuff under my cart, and I forgot that it was under there. And I checked out. I walked right out, and then I realized what I did, and I felt terrible. They will catch up with you. They keep that footage now. Mm-hmm. And when you come back in the store, they know it's you. They have facial recognition software now.
Yeah.
They will bring you into the room and show you your old violations. Do not play with Walmart.
Sounded like he was doing Walmart's, Publix, Targets, all the way from Miami to Orlando, trying to avoid that anybody would recognize him, but they still got him, and he's a 26-year-old looking at 90 years in prison.
Whoa.
Money laundering charges.
Dude, was it worth it?
It's a long time, man.
You made how much? 40 grand?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Right.
Dummy.
Well, they say a Seattle man was arrested after he posed as a mailman and attacked a couple. The man was wearing a USPS uniform and even had a branded mail bag when he approached the victim's home. He handed the couple an extortion note where he demanded 10 Bitcoins worth about $650,000. The letter also referenced a years-long dispute the victim was in and threatened to offer the other party information if he didn't pay. The suspect then attacked the couple while they were reading the letter. He punched the victim and his wife and even strangled the wife at one point.
Oh, my gosh.
Now, when officers arrived, the suspect and victim were still wrestling, and they said the suspect had tasers, zip ties, a cell phone jammer, and other items that they believe he was going to tie the victims up.
Oh, my gosh.
But I guess when they fought back, he was wrestled long enough, and now he's looking at burglary, extortion, assault, and criminal impersonation.
This is why you always have to fight back, because sometimes it goes your way.
Threw him off his game.
Yeah, don't be one of those people that's taken easily.
Right. Are you believing this? A professor at Lehigh Carbon Community College has been charged with indecent exposure after teaching an online class last fall while naked from the waist down.
Oh, boy.
Now, there's a 17-year-old high school student who's taking the college courses who filed the complaint. The victim said the professor went to check on a computer in another room, and when he stood up, he was naked from the waist down, and he returned. And then as he sat back down, his genitals could be seen on camera. He told the students he took a sleeping pill the night before and then started talking to her about her project. She had notified police. They tracked the professor down. He said he couldn't remember what happened, and he was charged with 2 counts of indecent exposure.
Look.
Are you buying that? A sleeping pill the night before would make you forget to wear pants?
I will tell you from experience that I was on a Zoom call one time, and I just in my own mind thought, yeah, it's just the waist up. Now, I wasn't completely naked. I had on underwear.
Okay.
But at one point, I forgot that I was on Zoom, and I got up to do something. I was recording it in my closet. And everybody on the Zoom realized that I was in my underwear. And I was, because you just don't think. Like, this Zoom thing is a whole new world for us.
Okay.
Like, my mind wasn't thinking, and I just stood up.
So it sounds like you're defending this guy a bit.
I mean, I'm not defending him being naked, though. If he was in his underwear, it'd be one thing. But the fact that he was nude, I don't know.
Yeah. A couple crazy things. One, did you see the people that 3 skiers that were speaking out after one of them was left dangling from a chairlift in a dramatic caught-on-camera incident?
Oh, no.
You can see them, they're just dangling from this ski lift, and it is high.
I looked down, and I saw it was high enough for it to look like death.
It could have been catastrophic, if not for the quick and strong action from her lift mates, her twin sister, and their best friend.
I thought she was joking, and I was like, ha, whatever, dude. And then she was like, no, seriously, like, I need help. Like, I can't get up. And I was like, oh, my God. Hold me up!
Hold on. They're telling me to stop moving. Listen, I'm not even thinking about moving. I'm panicking.
We had her, but if she continued to keep moving, it was going to slip.
Wow. Could you imagine dangling from a ski lift like that?
No.
That's crazy. And I didn't know this was a thing. A 36-year-old Andrew Giddens of Jacksonville was found alive after going missing on Valentine's Day and spending several days stuck in shoulder-deep quicksand-like mud.
I saw this video.
Yeah, this was at Vulcan Sand Plant in Putnam County. He didn't have any food, didn't have any water. A deputy had earlier spotted Giddens' abandoned vehicle at the site, and he alerted plant employees who later found him near a borrow pit.
Thank goodness he had parked his car near where they found him. Had he been on foot and wandered far from where he was in the quicksand, they never would have found that cat.
It took about 2 to 3 hours using ropes, ladders, and other equipment to free him from the quicksand.
God. Can you imagine a 3-hour rescue operation?
Yeah, and he was in critical condition.
Dang.
Crazy.
Looks like you've done this before.
You ready? You're nodding.
Is that him? Poor guy.
And then did you see the anchors at KDFX, Carney Porter and Chief Meteorologist Michael Bowling, who got into a heated on-air exchange on Wednesday?
Oh, I love it. An on-air fight between the people on air?
This is from Wichita Falls, Texas.
We don't have any rain in our forecast, but Midland weather.
You said you don't have any rain in the forecast?
In the next few days. But in the next few days, we have Midland Weather Radio Day.
I just said a second ago we have rain in the forecast.
Well, not until this weekend, right?
Well, I have the day of the event. I have rain.
Well, I know. I'm talking like 3 or 4 days.
It's coming. Actually, the rain chance is coming before the event.
Stop trying to correct people and just do your job.
I just don't know why you don't listen to me. Anyways, take a look at the side.
Boring.
Wow. Okay. Anyways,
you're boring. They claim they're just friends and they like ribbing each other. I don't know. Did that sound personal? Or did that sound like two friends who just love each other?
get back on track, you two. I don't know what y'all are doing.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just trying to go viral.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
Well, we tried it for the very first time, and it wasn't that bad, but it wasn't quite right. I love Brussels sprouts. I don't know what it is. Ever since they changed Brussels sprouts, I used to hate them when I was a kid, but I think they manufacture them different than that. It's just they're a different thing. And if you get those really crispy Brussels sprouts, I don't think if it's on a menu, I get it every single time because I love it. It's my favorite thing to get.
They usually cook them with bacon and butter, and that's why you love them.
Yeah, they're fantastic. Whatever they're doing, it's great.
If you get the Brussels just by itself without all of the fun additive and flavor and seasoning, it's not as fun.
Now, there's a place that is not far from my house, and it's an Asian place. And I don't think they use the butter or the bacon. It's just they just make it crispy.
Okay.
They do have kind of more of an Asian sauce that they kind of put on it, but sometimes I'll leave that off if I don't want to mess around. There's probably a little bit of sugar in that little sauce that they have there, but it is fun. But we tried it just kind of making it how you would. And that was the challenge because they were a bit soggy. Now, my wife had tried frying them up a little bit, but it wasn't enough. So they're a little bit charred, but yeah, they were still soggy. I'm like, so how do you do it? Because the ones that are amazing, it's like the little leaves of the Brussels sprouts are almost crispy like potato chips. When I've had them and they're fantastic, that's the way they are. How do you get them like that?
Did she try the air fryer?
She did.
She did. Did she try the conventional oven?
Yep. Started with that. Tried air fryer. I think went to the skillet and we just couldn't get it.
Were they wet when she started cooking them? Because you got to pat them dry.
They had been frozen.
Yeah, you might want to defrost them first.
Okay.
Pat them really dry.
Okay.
And then bake or air fry. You don't want them to be wet when you start that process.
If anybody has a technique or a recipe on how you make them, if you love the Brussels sprouts like me, let me know. Because that was a part of when I went to that Asian place. They're like $17. And I was like,
Ooh.
17 I'm like, I love them, but I mean, and they give you a ton. But it's just, that's a lot, right?
It's $17, but they apparently know the secrets you don't.
They know, you're right. Trust me. I'm like,
Yo, soggy.
Yeah, I can't figure it out. I might have to do it.
You know what's good on those two? A really good, like a thick balsamic reduction.
Yeah, that's what we had that. We had the balsamic reduction. Good. Yeah, we did that. So I thought we'd done a lot of the stuff that I'd seen before, but it just didn't. In execution, I don't know if you ever had that problem where you try something, you think you're doing it exactly how they were doing it, like it just didn't come out.
Try it again with defrosted and not wet.
Okay.
They can't start wet. You got to dry them.
Somebody said they're deep fried and then sauteed to finish.
Oh, that right? Might be true.
Okay. So yeah, this is kind of a whole new game for us. So I got to figure out exactly how to.
Maybe Healthy Kev could air fry them first.
Yes.
And then saute to finish.
That's what I want. I really want to get to the point. And then when I have them perfected, exactly how to season them and prepare them, I'll make a video so everybody else can do it because that's what I need today. I need a healthy way to make the Brussels sprouts so they're crisp like them potato chips. And we're far from it.
I love it. Look at you with a little cooking. You've never done this before.
It's just because I'm a cheapskate. That's it. I got sick spending $17.
Tightness is a motivator. He's tight with that money.
This is insane. Well, it was like $3.50 at the store.
Yes. At the restaurant, it's $3.50 per Brussels.
Right. I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's, you pay 4 times as much.
Yes, you do, but you pay for that skill.
No, you're right. That's why I got to figure it out. What you got on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, my grandmother is turning 102 coming up in the next couple of weeks, and I'm trying to talk Panda into going to see her this weekend.
Okay.
But it's his birthday, and he doesn't love flying. And I keep saying, hey, you want to go fly just a quick trip? We'll go up Saturday. We'll come back Sunday night just to go see Grandma. She's turning 102, and he's like, I don't know. I don't want to go with you. Aww. So I can't leave him on his birthday, right? I've got to do it another time.
So they got the same.
Well, yeah. Her birthday is next week during the week, but I certainly can't miss the show while Jbird is out. So this weekend is the only time I could actually go on Saturday on his birthday.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of mean to ask. He doesn't love flying.
I hear you. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, that's tough to ask him to fly, but then, you've got someone who's not going to have as many birthdays you wouldn't think as he will coming up.
That's where I was going to go next with the guilt trip ask. I was going to be like, yeah, you've got lots of birthdays ahead of you. She don't.
It's true. It's not a lie. Look, if he's not, it depends upon how people rank their birthday. To me, I'm fine with it. We can celebrate, not celebrate. We can celebrate early. We can celebrate late, whatever. So if he's set like me, it wouldn't be an issue. But I know some people are like, it's not a birthday, it's a birthday month, and everything's about me.
Well, I already started laying the foundation over the weekend. I'm like, it's birthday week.
Okay, yeah.
And so I started doing really nice things. We did a whole dinner and all that and nice stuff over the weekend. We gave him some gifts, really nice gifts over the weekend.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're going to be okay.
We started laying the foundation.
Okay. But yeah, you just got to know your person and how they are. Okay, I got some advice that's coming on in here. And Denny's, do we have something on your mind here in a minute? Okay, we'll get to you in a second. Got Jamie here from Port St. Lucie. Jamie, we did not do great on our first attempt at making the Brussels sprouts all nice and crispy. And a lot of people are saying this, that we went wrong already by buying them frozen. You're saying that's a big part of the issue?
Yes, that is a huge part. They need to be fresh. You can't have any of that extra moisture from them being frozen.
Okay, that explains the sogginess. Okay, so first mistake, so they got to be fresh. What is step 2?
Step 2 is you trim them up nice and then you cut them in half. The flat part, when you bake them in the oven, they need to be flat on the cookie sheet. They get that nice crispiness on the bottom, and then they the tops of them kind of lift off, and they get nice and fluffy and crispy.
Okay.
Because they're cut in half.
And you're saying space them out, too, on the sheet.
You have to space them out, otherwise they get a steaming effect because there is moisture in them. So you need to have plenty of space. Sometimes I'll use two cookie sheets.
Oh, wow.
And do it that way. You need plenty of space. And make sure you toss them in olive oil, too. Before you put them in there. That'll get them nice and crispy.
Okay.
Okay,
perfect.
look at you.
All right. Okay, we're hopefully a step in the right direction. And what do you season them with, Jamie?
I just do salt and pepper. That's it. Simple.
Okay. I think I'd be fine with that, too.
Balsamic glaze is really good, though.
Yeah, it is.
At the end.
Oh, I got a real nice one for you,
Jamie,
too.
thank you.
Thank you, Jamie.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, guys.
Okay. I'm going to try that. This is going to be my next attempt.
You can do it. We believe in you.
Well, my wife can do it, but I'll cheer her on. I'll cheer her on. No, I think that's really it. I think she nailed it because,
they were wet. You frozen and wet.
I thought that at first. I didn't want to tell her because she was going to the I'm like, I don't think it's going to cut it. And she's like, nah. Like, I don't know anything about cooking, so I was like, shop stupid. So it's like,
fresh is always better, and organic is always the best. If you can get fresh, organic Brussels sprouts,
all right,
you're going to pay a little more, but I think you're going to be happier.
Lessons learned. Now, Jbird, I'm hoping he's about done with his hip replacement surgery. We're waiting to hopefully get an update on that. So that's what he's got going on right now. He's, as far as we know, out cold. But as soon as we can get any kind of announcement on that, we will let you know.
He's still in the operating room. We did get an update from Honeyface.
Okay.
He is still in the OR, and they're not going to be releasing him till later, much later today.
Oh, okay. Much later. Denny's has been dealing with craziness at his house because his wife and son had the influenza was like B, and then they got A, or vice versa. And so within a 2-week span, they've had two different kinds of flu.
Oh,
so, yeah. So do you have anything else going on in your mind other than flu today, Denny's?
Well, so yesterday I was on the duty of keeping the house together as, both of them are recovering. And I heard a commotion out on my porch. And I looked out there and I saw my cats with their, their back hair up and stuff. And I look and there's a giant ass iguana trying to get into my porch, and it was stepping to my cat.
Oh no!
I put it up on social media yesterday. I'll play the video for KVJ TV. But this iguana is massive.
I saw it. He's big.
Oh my gosh! And he wouldn't back down. I don't know what it is. I looked up their diet. They're herbivores, so they don't really eat cats. So I have no idea what he was doing. But we couldn't get rid of him forever. I sprayed him with water. I tried to
Still wasn't going.
No, eventually he just climbed under my son's drawing table, and he stayed there probably for about 4 hours, and then eventually just this morning he was gone.
So they got an attitude. It's like, if I'm not going to leave until I want to leave.
Turf war.
Yeah.
But I'm just wondering, what are iguanas going to people's houses for? I've never had one step like this. If you're watching on KVJ TV, you'll see.
He's not scared.
He didn't even flinch at all at anything I was doing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Chicago Lulu said, that was a dinosaur. Somebody said it's bigger than your cat.
He said,
it was.
I survived the freeze. I'm not scared of Denny's.
Yeah, I think he does have a little bit of attitude. Yeah, because think about it. Yeah, we lost 8,000 iguanas in the freeze, but think about the ones, they're the survival of the fittest, and they've got a new attitude. They're like going, I survived. You can't take me out.
Can't take this out.
Wow.
Well, I had to pitch, I pitched 2 dead iguanas with a shovel.
Good. You got to get those out of there.
Threw them in a bag. Yeah, I feel terrible, but then I had to pitch them. It's just kind of how it went. So I'm wondering, is he following the scent of those? Like he wants
is he
revenge?
Mad? He thinks you did it? You're not responsible for the cold snap.
I don't know, man, but watch your cats. Everyone was like, because I've been hearing all these things about how they carry disease and stuff. So just watch your animals if the iguanas are in the yards now.
Wow. Okay.
With this
you're right.
newfound bravado.
The ones that we're left with, they're going to have a new... I've noticed every year it seems like iguanas are getting a worse and worse attitude. I saw that only 1 in 3 young people are right now actively dating. So they're 2/3 of the people are not even in the game. Like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, it's not like when we were young. I watch Magnolia and her friends and how they navigate. I can remember when I was in high school and when I was in college, like everybody, the goal was you wanted to have a little boyfriend or a little girlfriend. Like a lot of my friends were in a relationship.
Right.
But now they don't care about that. Like Mags and her friends are like, nah, we're good. We go out and we socialize and we do things, but she doesn't go on dates.
Right.
Like, no guys, like, take her to dinner and, like, buy her, like, a surf and turf.
Okay, yeah.
It just doesn't happen.
It's more organic. They just kind of hang out, and then they just may gradually start hanging out a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Look, it is a crazy game, and there's always just so much that's going on with it. And is the way that people date changes, so do the terms that are around dating. In fact, there's a couple new things that maybe if you're still trying to be in the game, you need to know. Clear coding is one of the new dating terms that's out there. They say in dating, it means communicating in a straightforward, honest way without hidden meanings or surprises.
Okay.
I think it's almost like a coding term, clear coding, the way that you're writing it all out. Like there's not a bunch of jargon and little symbols that you don't recognize. It's pretty clear to read. You're like, okay, I get it.
Here's what I want. What do you want? Let's talk about it.
And I think that's a good way to do it. People are just tired of that little cat and mouse game, and you're trying to make somebody guess, and you're playing with their emotions. Like, people just don't want that anymore.
Amen.
It's over. Gaslighting. They say that is a combination of ghosting and gaslighting. It's when you ghost someone and disappear, you get called out for it, and then you act like it didn't happen. So they're like going, wait, what am I be like? You haven't contacted me in 3 weeks? No, I've been contacting you the whole time. Huh? And then you're like, okay, maybe you have. I don't know.
Here's what she tells me happens. The good girls get ghostlighted.
Okay.
And the girls that will just come over and hook up and go about their way.
Yeah.
Those are the girls that get contacted.
Really?
A lot of her friends that are good girls are just getting ghosted.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll be the good girl. That's what you need to be.
It'll pay off in the long run.
Yeah.
These boys haven't earned nothing. So
no, you're right.
Don't give them nothing.
Absolutely.
You're not going to take me out for a surf and turf. Oh, no, buddy. Legs crossed.
Uh-huh. What's that old grandma saying or grandpa saying about the cow?
Don't give them the cow for free. Make them buy it or something like that.
No, that's not how it goes at all. But
the milk.
Yeah.
Don't give away the milk for free.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah. Another dating trend is the future faking. They say that's when somebody uses the promise of a shared future to create immediate emotional intimacy without any genuine intention of following through.
Oh, don't fall for that.
And I have heard, my daughter's got friends around that age. They're getting now into their late 20s. And so some of them are talking about, I really want a future with somebody. They're talking about, I want to have kids and all this kind of stuff. And so I'm starting to see it. Sometimes they're getting played a little bit with these dudes that are coming in, realizing that they're trying to look for that dude to settle down with. I'll act like him because I want to get what I want. And then they do the old hit it, quit it. And they're kind of future faking of like, oh, yeah, we'll be together forever. And it's like,
I'm looking for a family. I want to get married.
Yeah, and they really don't. They're just looking for the old usual, let me get what I need, and then I'm out.
That's tough, ladies. Because if he's lying to your face, I mean...
It's happened enough. I mean, I don't know why they need a new term for it, but yeah, future faking is what they call it. So, but it's real. It's been going on for a long time. It's not a brand new thing. But I did kind of like this one, the Alpine divorce. They say it's when a couple goes on a date out in nature, a hike or a camping trip or maybe a bike ride, and then one abandons the other in the wilderness to fend for themselves. What? The Alpine divorce. So you outsport the other and just leave them for the Grizzlies?
I can't.
That's crazy.
That is shady.
That is real shady.
Remind me not to go on a hike.
If you're with a naturist and you're not, and you think your marriage might be on the rocks, do not go out into the wilderness with them.
They say, too, do not go on the cliff because there's a lot of guys that'll push you right off.
Right, yeah. You think about when you get out there, there's no law. They don't have the cameras like they do in the city.
I can't tell you how many Dateline specials I've listened to where they go for a hike and their marriage is in shaky ground, and the guy suggests a mountain hike. Girl, don't go.
No. If you don't trust that dude,
push you off.
Thank God we don't have mountains around here. Virginia, what would you say is the most unforgettable thing a man has ever said to you? And you could go with this a nasty way, or you could go with this positive way. Be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you said that. Just made you melt. Is there anything that stands out to you?
I mean, my husband does it all the time. He's really good at listening and recalling things that I said like months ago.
Okay.
And then doing a kind thing or bringing up something that I said that I wanted in passing and then he gifts it to me.
Okay.
I mean, just the listening skill is amazing.
Okay. So there's a little bit more to the gesture. It's not necessarily saying something. It's the whole act of that it was a two-part thing. Listen, and then he said the right thing after you know he had paid attention.
Yes, I love that.
Now, there is a female writer, her name is Emily Richardson, and she's claiming that the most meaningful compliment that a man can pay to a woman is saying, "You enchant me." You enchant me. I was like, if I ever said that to my wife, she would laugh right in my face. She'd be
Please.
Like, what are you talking about?
I need you to make a video of you telling your wife.
I should try this.
You enchant me.
She would be like, clearly you're trolling me. She's like, and she would probably just not even pay it any mind and just walk off. I would just like to see, I mean, am I wrong here? I mean, where are the ladies who'd be like, oh my gosh, if a guy said you enchant me, that'd be it. Maybe it's just maybe I couldn't play it off so it'd be believable, but I don't know. I mean, does that even feel like that could be right? I don't want to disqualify her because I'm sure she's an expert in love and this is what her career field is writing about love and relationships. But a guy saying to a woman, "You enchant me."
It seems a little Disney.
Okay.
I don't see a lot of guys coming with that Prince Charming heat. That's something that I would hear like a Disney prince say.
Okay.
You enchant me.
Well, I'll get the feedback from the ladies watching us right now on YouTube on KVJ TV, and they can let us know, are you feeling this or not?
Also, if he's British, I think he can pull it off better.
There is something about that. Yeah, I even saw there was somebody who's doing that. British voices score better than just a regular American accents.
100%.
Yeah.
So if you're out there just looking to hit it and quit it, work on your British accent.
Yes, really. And then work on saying, you enchant me.
You enchant me.
You enchant me. Yeah, that might work. Maybe in a British accent. Maybe that's what it is. Ladies, do you love the compliment, you enchant me? 84% said no.
It's too over the top.
It's too over the top. It's too Hallmark movie.
Yeah.
It's too Disney. It's too all of that.
Yeah, so don't try that. That's bad advice.
Unless you're Kevin Ralston. And then we need you to try it today and video it.
Honestly, I really just knowing my wife, she would just look at me and just, probably wouldn't look at me. She probably would just keep on going. Like that's, to get her attention is a challenge. And then even if she did look at me, it'd be like, yeah, she's like, I'm not going to entertain that. That's just stupid. I know you're being dumb.
I just want to see it. Yeah. I want to see how it all plays out.
It'd be awkward.
I want to see the awkward. I want to see the rejection. I want to see the disgust in her face. I just kind of need it all.
Okay. I'll see if I can figure out how to set up a camera.
Yeah, you got a hidden camera.
Yeah,
Don't blow it.
Yeah.
Don't blow it.
Yeah, and I need to try to catch her because, it's tough to get her attention.
Rocco has these little spy cameras, and they're magnetic, so you can hook them up on anything that's metal, and they're like the size of a quarter.
Okay, I'll get Rocco to come and do it.
Yeah, he'll totally hook up your house.
Well, we got good news. Jbird surgery was a success, so maybe even during the after the show we can check in to see how it went, but he got his hip replacement, so... hopefully, if not, probably not today, but tomorrow we'll hopefully be able to at least maybe talk to him on the phone or something, or at least get a video or audio update.
We're getting word from Honeyface.
Yep.
She's telling us he is out of surgery officially.
Okay.
Right. Successful surgery, moved into recovery.
Nice.
All right, so Denny's going to step in, do that thought for the day today in Bird's Place. What you got for us today, Denny's?
All right, this one's for the bird, obviously, coming out of recovery.
Aww.
You never know how strong you are until being strong is the only choice you have.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, baby.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.